Highest good of all. Happy full moon. Happy full moon, everybody. Let's give it a sec to get started. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. What a great day. Give me just one sec. Let's start by taking a few deep breaths. Centering ourselves. We're going to get the reading started in just a minute. Look at him squinting. There we go. Good to see you, Eva. Good to see the Fire Fam. I see Jessica. We're drinking chai tea. We're vibing. Full moon in Cancer tomorrow, guys. January 13th. Personal issues reaching resolution. Everything is vibration, so before we get started, just vibe. Allow me to properly introduce myself. It's Mr. Meyer with the Fire, here to take the collective vibration higher. And our sole intention, Fire Family, is to reconcile all paradox with love and truth. I love you. It's good to see your beautiful faces today. We're going to do all 12 signs, full moon in Cancer. Before we get into that, just take a nice deep breath. In through the crown. And breathe down through the root. Breathe in through the crown. And breathe down through the root. Breathe in through the crown. Breathe out through the root. As we draw down the moon. Mother Goddess, lend us your light. Give us your power on this faithful night. We invoke you into our being and soul. Fill up our vessel and make us feel whole. We stand before you in awe and in love. We cherish the gifts you send from above. We ask you tonight to show unto me, my mother, my goddess, so mote it be. Consider the moon drawn down. Consider the vibes checked. Today's a great day, Fire Family, and I'm glad to see your beautiful face. You may notice, if you're watching this live, the comments are off. If you're watching the replay, you have the ability to comment. The energies have been very chaotic as of lately. So I know you're dying to send comments, but you can't. I need to have this space to focus on the energies today. If you guys are new to my channel or my platform, welcome. If not, welcome back. For those that are returning, you know the comment section is like a rave and it's like always tripping out. So Well, I love and appreciate all the comments. I just have to turn them off today. So we're going to talk about the full moon. We're going to talk about the lunation cycle. We're going to talk about how this one may affect all of us. And then we're going to go sign by sign by sign. And if you happen to be watching the replay, you'll be able to grab the timestamps and just skip to your sign or just vibe through the whole thing. Okay, so today's a beautiful day. Today is actually Sunday, the day before the full moon. So we are preparing for this energy. If you guys look in the sky, she is mighty bright. So that's beautiful. The moon is your heart space. That's the thing that you got to understand. As above, so below. So when you're looking at the moon, you're really looking at yourself. Okay? I think that deserves a bell. When you're looking at the moon, you're really looking at yourself. Because you are a star, you are a solar system. So, what's it given? Today, we are in the middle of Capricorn season, and that's why we have the full moon in Cancer. That's how this lunation cycle works. It's really been this way since the beginning of time. New moon in Capricorn, full moon in Cancer, new moon in Aquarius, full moon in Leo, new moon in Pisces, full moon Virgo, so on and so forth, etc. So what's this mean? What's this do? So the full moon is the culmination of the lunar cycle. And this is something that a lot of us may know about, but just so we're on the same page, do understand that the moon is opposite the sun. And that's how we're able to track this cycle, okay? So we sit on Earth between the sun and the moon. It's a full reflection cycle. The moon will start at new, and this cycle is gonna last about 28 days, where we start with an empty cup. Over the next 2 weeks, we wax to full. When the moon is full, it basically reaches a breaking point, and then it starts to wane down and release back to new. So we are approaching the peak, okay? And the moon governs emotions. You know, the moon is the closest satellite and celestial body to the Earth, and it has a direct gravitational pull on the ocean, on the planet. And you're mostly water as well, so this has a direct effect on your feelings. Good to see you, May. Thank you for that. The moon just saw the moon pop right up. I hope that shows up in the replay too. Thank you, Queen. I love you, girl. I've been sending you some peace. I'll be seeing you pretty soon. So, needless to say, guys, emotions are pretty high right now. And they are generally high during the full moons. You'll notice statistically, there is a correlation between the full moons and, you know, traffic accidents and all types of fuckery. And the word lunatic, it really does come from the lunation cycle. A lot of people may also kind of find it hard to sleep during the full moon because the energy is so high. So I'm gonna repeat and reiterate, this is your heart space. So it's really imperative you just listen to yourself and what your inner world is calling you to do. If it harms none, do whatever you want to do. Keyword, if it harms none. So this is a really interesting lunation cycle, and I want to shout out my Cancer moons because happy lunar birthday to you. The moon is very personal and really close to home, and it really reflects our past, and it's governed and conditioned by social and familial events. So you really have to look into your past to understand how you got here, okay? And everybody's having a different world. The moon really governs our personal life, all right? And that's the funny thing about the Cancer sign. Cancer is the fourth sign. It's the crab. It's ruled by the moon. The moon is home right now. So this full moon is deeply personal. We're about to initiate this cycle of release, like I just talked about. We'll move into the waning moon. But what are we releasing? That's really the question. It's going to be deeply personal stuff. So while I am your favorite astrologer, and I'm grateful to be giving you these readings, this has everything to do with you, truly, all right? And how I portray this may resonate with you on a deep emotional level, but truth be told, everybody has a different personal life. And this is all about what's going on beyond closed doors and really in your inner world and how you feel in your past. And this may even bring up issues with the mother, how you were parented or maybe lack thereof. The moon is about inner security, right? Or insecurities, inner security systems. Let me tell you guys a story before we jump into this. I had a dream this week, and I think this is really important because Spirit revealed something to me about this lunation cycle. You know, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and the subconscious speaks in the language of symbols. So this dream I had was really profound, and I knew this was about the collective energy. So in my dream, I had a cat, all right? And this cat in my house, it felt like it was my cat. It was trying to move the door open. It was trying to like open the door so it could run outside and just, you know, be a free cat. And you know, you don't do that when you have a cat. So I was trying to hold the door closed in my dream while this cat is trying to pry the door open. And what was weird is the door wouldn't latch. Usually you can just push the door, click, and then it stops. But I felt I had to push the door closed because it wasn't latched. And I remember feeling afraid that the cat was gonna run away. And I'm holding the door. And then I look to my right and I'm looking downstairs into the basement. And there is a very creepy man. Very tall, lanky, dark silhouette figure going up the stairs, moving to me. And it freaked me the fuck out, needless to say. So I woke up and said, damn, that's crazy. And I knew immediately what this was trying to tell me, okay? Because again, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So the home is a symbol of your life. It's a symbol of your inner world. And the message I was receiving was collectively, a lot of us are not feeling safe inside of our own world. And that's what this full moon is about, is releasing things from your past, personal issues, personal insecurities, personal fears. It's all deeply personal. So before I go into this breakdown, I strongly recommend that you all go into your natal chart and look at your moon sign. Look at the planet that rules your moon sign. Look at the house that the moon is in. Look at any aspecting planets to the moon sign and get to know yourself. Get to know how you nurture yourself. And beyond this, some of you guys may want to pull your mom's birth chart and to see how those two interrelate. Get to understand nurture and nature in your natal chart, okay? So I figured it would make a lot of sense. What's up, Pam? I think it would make a lot of sense to start with Cancer and then move through the zodiac in order from there, because Cancer is the sign that the moon is in. Because truth be told, guys, with the moon in the sign of Cancer, we'll all kind of be feeling the Cancer's energy right now. But then when we start breaking it down to other houses, it's going to get a little bit more specific. So this first reading is going to be for the Cancer risings, but deeper than that, we'll all feel it. So it's kind of a double whammy. It's like the collective energy plus the Cancer risings are really going to feel this because this full moon is hitting their first house. So if you're watching the replay, there's going to be timestamps listed and you can just go to the part that you want to see. Or you could go through the whole zodiac with me. That would be really cool. I think that'd be amazing. So before we go any further, gang, I really want you to put a hand on your heart and connect with your natal moon and recognize the moon is your heart. And take a minute to stop focusing on this external world of cause and effect and go within. Take a nice deep breath. Center yourself. And change your physiology. This is really what I'm seeing, and that's why I have to sit up a little bit straighter, y'all, because it's like some of us are living in fear. Some of us are living in a state of deep fear. And when you do that, you start to contort and contract your body, and you can be playing really small. So if you can take up your space, you can bring the shoulders back and straighten your back, or, you know, unclench your jaw, release any tension, take an even deeper breath, that's going to be amazing. And if you can rock with the rainbow moonstone, this would be a really great way to connect with the spirit of the moon as well. You also may want to work with the gods and goddesses of the moon, like Hecate or Demeter or Artemis. This could be a really great way to take in this energy. So let's talk about the astrology and then we'll pull the cards. So the first thing that you got to understand is that the sun is in Capricorn, like we talked about, plus the moon in Cancer. So the sun in Capricorn is about sticking to the plan, getting down to business. Moon in Cancer is about being gentle with yourself. It's about actually feeling your feelings. And some say that's redundant. What are you talking about? You actually have a lot of choices. Besides feeling your feelings, you could hide your feelings. You could numb your feelings. You could suppress your feelings. You could reject, disown, or project your feelings. There's a lot of alternatives. So I'm gonna say it again, feel your feelings. And they might not be the most comfortable, but anything suppressed is gonna get distorted. So remember that. It may not be easy to feel your pain, but the longer you deny it, the worse it's going to be for you. And then you'll start finding maladaptive behaviors like addictions, or, you just want to kick the dog or something like that, or you want to inflict pain on people that never fucking hurt you. So like, I'm trying to be as nice as possible because I really am inspired to do this with love, but for some of y'all, you gotta deal with your shit. So you don't hurt other fucking people. No bullshit, man. And if you're mad at the world, just fucking heal. Take your time, empathize with yourself. Don't add insult to your injuries, but nobody owes you a damn thing. And that's cold, but let me tell you guys, this moon is conjunct to Mars in Cancer. And Mars in Cancer doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. All right, so with that logic alone, moon conjunct Mars says a lot of us could be feeling pretty pissed off, pretty frustrated, pretty angry. Could be feeling mad or feeling shisty, full of desire, full of lust, full of anger, just all types of intense emotions, man. So like I said, anything suppressed is going to get distorted. So it is important to feel your feelings, but also have a subsequent amount of emotional control. Plus, with Mars in Cancer, our orientation is emotional right now too. So that's worth getting into. The really beautiful thing about this lunation cycle is the sun is trine to Uranus right now. So if you're able to authentically connect to yourself right now, the gift is liberation. The gift is freedom. The gift is inspiration. So get excited, guys. That's very beautiful. I'll go through a couple other things. Celestial news. Mercury's in Cap. There is kind of a serious attitude right now. So remember to smile. Remember to be grateful for your life. Life unfolds according to your words and perception. Remember that. Sometimes it's also not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it that makes a world of a difference. Venus is in Pisces. And that says there's infinite love in this universe for you to take in. But you have to have some boundaries in your relationships, truly. You got to make things make sense, man. Sometimes when things feel too good to be true, they might be too good to be true. So don't go lost in la la land. I see Venus is squared up with Jupiter. Don't spend all your goddamn money during this cycle, okay? Try to employ some discipline when it comes to indulgence. Indulge with restraint. Don't be stupid. Don't be trying to numb, suppress, or run from your shit. And definitely, I don't know who needs to hear this, but for the love of God, if you decide to intoxicate, don't get behind the wheel of a car. Please, for the love of God, think about somebody other than yourself. It's so selfish. And some of us are still grieving over some DUI, some selfish ass person who decided to take their kids because they just couldn't control themselves and decided they wanted to drive after getting drunk. Don't do that shit, man. Oh, the collective energies have been really intense, y'all. So it's like usually at this time I would have 50 million comments flying by, but I just got to take it in monologue today, okay? Also, we got Mars in Cancer. We just talked about that. We've got Jupiter in Gemini. So, hey, man, you may be pulled in a multitude of different directions at this point. As long as you're committing to learning in life, you're going to feel fine. You'll be generally excited. Just don't be distracted. And that actually presupposes you knowing what your goal is. If you don't know what your goal is, you don't even know what the distractions are, okay? So I just want to say this before I go any further. Capricorn energy, please set a target for your life. If you don't have a target, let me suggest one, okay? Your job, Fire Family, is to live your life to the fullest. And what's that look like? There's 4 pillars to the good life. That's health, wealth, love, and happiness. We're still in January, so it's about resolution time. Decide to be as healthy as you possibly can. Decide to be as wealthy as you possibly can. Decide to be as loving as you possibly can. And decide to be as happy as you possibly can. And I'm going to just go out on a limb and say love is the meaning of life. And when you're madly in love with the world, nobody can stop you. I'm going to say it twice and then we'll jump in. When you are madly in love with the world, nobody can stop you. Saturn is also in Pisces, and this is Saturn energy with it being Capricorn, okay? So really, I could go on, and I'm going to actually close the wheel, but literally the message from the universe is build your dreams. Whatever you see inside of your mind's eye, that dream, that lifestyle by your design, that's actually good for you. As long as you're not seeing yourself being cruel in your dreams, the universe actually wants you to manifest this shit. Okay? And if you can only see a vision of destruction and tyranny, you got to heal a little bit too. Because I promise you, punishing the world is not your purpose. I promise you. All right? Uranus is in Taurus. It's been a freaky last 5 years. I know a lot of us feel very unstable, very uncertain of the future. Your job right now is to just find calm in the storm. Neptune is in Pisces. Our culture is becoming more spiritual. Some of us feel kind of lost. Try not to get anybody confused. It's okay to be confused. Pluto's in Aquarius, and Pluto in Aquarius just says, guys, it's really power to the people. So you will see some weird stuff going on in the society, on the internet, and, united we rise, divided we fall. The enemy is artificial separation. The goal is world peace. Okay? And lastly, the North Node is in Aries, and that just says, decide to go your own path. Decide that your desires actually matter. Decide that your life matters. What you want matters. I want you to repeat after me if you're listening right now. I know I will manifest all I desire in my life. I know I will manifest all I desire in my life. No coincidence you made it here. I know I will manifest all that I desire in my lifetime. That's your affirmation. That's your spell. Your words are spells. So let's start the reading. And like I said, this is really going to be for the Cancer rising, but because the moon is in Cancer, this is going to be all of our energy. We're all going to feel this one. So it's a two-part reading, collective reading, but we're starting with Cancer. Look at the moon right there. How crazy was that? I love it. And I'm grateful you guys are here with me because I do feel your energy. And I appreciate all the kindness, all the support, all the love over these years. It's all love. We're about to receive a message from Spirit. Hey, look at the crab. That's divine timing. Thank you, Shelly. What do we got? Of course, this is Hanshize Shonen. If you're unfamiliar, this is a Reiki symbol used for healing the past. And do I have to explain that? I don't think I do. I think we've talked about it enough. Heavy past, man. This could be traumas, trials, tribulations, family issues, abuse, confusion, just the weight of the world being hard. You can't create the future if you're stuck in your past, guys. So that's really what's coming up to the surface right now. And this may be direct. You may be seeing things in your life. You might be reminiscing on certain problems that you had, or it might just be generalized emotions that are uncomfortable to deal with. All right. We got the sacral chakra in reverse. And this is actually very interesting. This is where the moon orbits in the body. It's the heart. It's the sacral. Truth be told, the moon is all the containers of the body. But this is saying that a lot of us are healing the womb right now. We may not be feeling the most amazing, but hey, better out than in. Express your feelings, flow with your feelings, check in with your chakras. It's really worth it. And I feel it, guys. Like if you assume this posture, you'll really lock in your energy in a good way. Next time you meditate, I really recommend you cover your moon. Try covering the heart and the sacral. And then take your breath in there. And just experiment with this. When you're meditating, take some breaths without it. And then take some breaths with it. And see if you feel the difference. I'm sure you will. It feels really good to cover up the sacral and the heart. This makes you self-contained. And quite literally, a lot of us have wounding in the heart and in the sacral. Plus the root. Probably all of the chakras if you really think about it, So you've got to pour love into you. The message with this Cancer moon is to take care of yourself. Okay? Take care of yourself. And one thing that's really important to note is that when you suppress pain, when you suppress, fear and anxiety, you also cut off joy and happiness and fulfillment. So that's why we got to feel our feelings, Fire Family. And posture is one of the best ways to open up the chakras. And it usually happens from quite the opposite. When we have emotional blockages, they weigh on the body and they fuck up our posture. So you'll notice this. And we got Gemini energy moving forward. And this is symbolic. You know, Gemini is not going to come for a minute. It's going to come after Taurus, of course. But what does Gemini mean in this context? This means connection. This means fun. This means great relationships. That's what's coming. Gemini is harmony. It's the first dual sign. So we're going to clarify this. This is the past. So really, what I'm seeing on the dice, it says Libra, Mercury in the first. It's going to be worth you speaking positive affirmations over yourself. That you tell yourself what you need to hear. I'm literally getting a mirror talk with this energy. Libra, first house Mercury, that you look into the mirror. I'm grateful that I'm me, because when I do these videos, it's kind of like I am looking in a mirror. I can look at my own eyes, and that's actually me. But I really recommend, I'm prescribing this for you. You looked at this video because I'm that glowing dude with the thing on my head. You guys know that means quest, right? You ever played a video game? So the quest you just unlocked is a mirror talk. You got to take your freaky ass into the bathroom. Or if you don't have a mirror, use your phone. You do have a phone. And turn on the camera and look at your damn self, okay? With your beautiful face. All right, and I want you to look yourself in the windows to the soul and say your name and say, hi, Sarah, or hi, Mark. Good to see you. Have a conversation with yourself and say, I love you. Some of us are afraid to confront ourselves. So I'm going to forewarn some of you guys, you might cry. Actually, a lot of you will cry, and it's okay to cry. You know, I wish I could hug intensely that first person who said that crying was weak, because that's a damn lie. And help them let that shit out, man, because, you know, it's powerful to cry. It's powerful to feel your feelings. But don't wait 1 second to hear from others what you genuinely need to hear. Speak from the heart. I wish I could give credit where credit's due. I forget the woman who made this idea first, why I received this, but this changed my life, guys. It's called 25777. This is a mirror exercise I feel called to speak on. You're going to start by listing off 25 things you're grateful for. Start your day with gratitude. Grateful for X, Y, Z. I woke up today. I ate. I have tea. I have my fire family. I have my actual family in blood. I have books, you know, toothpaste, you know, count out 25 things, okay? And then the 777. This is where it gets crazy. And you are going to want to write this down. Make a note of this, okay? So you're going to have 7 statements to yourself. And the first one, and you use your name every time. The first one is, I'm proud of you. So it would look like, Mark, I'm proud of you for, fill in the blank. Just speak from the heart. I'm proud of you for going on this live. Mark, I'm proud of you for doing what you do for the collective. Mark, I'm proud of you for writing a book. Mark, I'm proud of you for going self-employed when it had a lot of risks and no certainty. I'm proud of you for betting on yourself. I'm proud of you for forgiving yourself. Mark, I'm proud of you for forgiving others in your life as well. You see, that's 7 things. Say your name every time and look yourself in the eyes every time. Number 2, this is, I'm sorry. So Mark, I'm sorry for all the times I doubted you. Mark, I'm sorry for all the times when I didn't listen to your voice. I'm sorry, Mark, for all the times when others' opinions of you mattered more than your own. Just speak from the heart. This one might make you cry, I'm telling you. All right, Mark, I'm sorry for all the abuse I've put you through. Mark, I'm sorry for all the times you've given others the benefit of the doubt when your heart told you not to. Mark, I'm sorry for all the times that you confused yourself with your empathy. Mark, and take your time with it, y'all. That's 6. Mark, I'm sorry for all the times that I've worried you out of your joy. You know, for example, number 3 is I commit to you. So I'm going to repeat this, guys. It's 25777. So it's 25 things you're grateful for. With your name, 7 things you're proud of. Like Cassandra, I'm proud of you for XYZ. Cassandra, I'm sorry for XYZ. Count up to 7 things, and then 7 commitments. Mark, I commit to you that you will manifest all you desire in this lifetime, King. Mark, I commit to you that I will love you unconditionally every day. Mark, I commit to you that I will focus on my self-image and see you in a positive light. Mark, I commit to you that I will be graceful with you as you are learning and making mistakes. Mark, I commit to you that I will prioritize self-love over anybody else's love that I could receive. Mark, I commit to you that I will never give up on my dreams. And I commit to you that I will always acknowledge you and make you first in my life. That's 7 commitments to myself right now, guys. So I just showed you how to do a mirror talk. I gave you some structure, but truthfully, guys, just speak from the heart and talk to yourself. That's really what I'm getting. It's like your instincts are part of survival. And if you really take time to connect with your heart and you really initiate a conversation with yourself, you are going to guide yourself out of the darkest places in your life. Okay? Because only you know what you've been through. You know yourself better than anybody else in the world, Fire Fam. And that's the truth. So we got the number 12 in reverse. This is giving me Pisces energy, and this is clarifying the past. A lot of us do really have a heavy ass past, and that's why we have to heal. Some of us are holding on to our great grandma's trauma. Is that fair? I don't know if that's the right question, but it's really real. That shit's heavy. Let it go. Forgive yourself, forgive your family, forgive your enemies, just forgive. And forgive for you. Forgive for you, not for others. Forgive for yourself because you deserve peace. Ooh, and I also want to speak on something because you guys may already know I'm a witch. You might be able to see it in my face. You might see it in the tarot cards and the candies, etc. So this is a great time to do some magic. Really, any day is a great day to do magic, but I'm going to give you guys some suggestions on how to actually make the most of this lunation cycle while we're still in the Cancer moon energy. What I recommend is just simply grab a piece of paper and a pen. And this is going to be vital for the full moon and the new moon. And here's what we're going to do, gang, is we are going to write a list and say, I am releasing. And then just write the list down, gang. Whatever you need less of, just write it down on paper. I'm releasing the pains of my past. I'm going to write down 4 of them on live for an example because 4 is the number of Cancer. The pains of my past. I'm releasing fears. I'm going to say my fears. I'm releasing my fears and anxieties, which are 2 different things. I'm releasing my fears and anxieties. What else? I'm releasing my resentments. Oh, that's a powerful one. Releasing my resentments towards myself and others. Ooh, how good does that feel? It feels really amazing. And I'm gonna come up with one more for you guys. Really for me, but just to keep it an example. And I'm actually gonna use this in my working. I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna do with it also. Because it's deeper than just me writing this down, but even this is a profound act of magic. And I'm releasing financial blockages and worries. I would probably change the verbiage to say I release. So mote it be. And that's like as simple as it needs to be, guys. You just acknowledge these things that you're releasing them. You could literally take the paper and throw it in the trash, and that would actually do something for you. But if you wanted to go OD with it, I'm OD, I'm a Leo, I'm extra. So what I'm gonna do is end up burning this paper in ritual. I'm gonna open circle. I'm gonna call in my spirit guides. I'm gonna raise energy. I'm going to curse all the things that I wanna release. I'm literally gonna curse those motherfuckers. I'm gonna hex these parts out of me, dude. And I'm gonna have the goddess incinerate them from my soul, and then I'm gonna fucking throw it away. Oh, it feels so good to be alive, guys. Yes, it does. Okay, so let's continue the reading because there's a lot of bullshit that we could be releasing. And that's what I'm doing. And I know I lost some people with the witchcraft, but I don't give a damn. I do this for me. I don't do this for other people's approval. We got Tippereth energy. This is the current spot of the spread. So the message you're meant to receive, guys, is to be dedicated to the great work. That is Tippereth. This is the sun's energy. And when I say dedicated, I mean fully committed. I'm not talking about just maybe on Sundays when it's convenient when I'm in church. No, always dedicated to your spiritual growth. And spirituality really is how you live your life. Every day is Sunday. All right? And the test is integrity. Do you do what you know in your core to be right, whether or not it's convenient, regardless if it feels good or not? Who are you on your worst days? Because that's really what matters, okay? Tipperath is also about understanding the nature of sacrifice. And this is hard for some because life comes with it and it can make you feel like your life isn't even yours. It is. But you just have to connect with your higher self and play the higher role, okay? Trust the process. What else we got today? We got the Magician in reverse. And I'm saying some of y'all need to step up your magic. Some of you guys don't realize the spellcraft, the witchcraft could solve all your problems. It isn't solving all your problems what the universe wants from you. I mean, it sounds redundant, but I'm going to put it this way, man. There's no power in giving your power away. And there's no free will without free thought. So somebody needs to get unindoctrinated. Somebody's sitting on magical power, but they won't initiate it because they feel too guilty. They feel like they're going to go to hell if they cast a spell. Well, let me ask you this. Do you trust God or do you fear God? It really takes some time to think about that. If God creates you in their image and gives you power to create, why the fuck would you be punished for using your instinct and ambition? Think about that. There's no free will without free thought. Really, everything's magic. Writing down things is magic. Like thoughts are magic. So don't get spooked by the words I'm using. Live free. That's what this is saying. So these are the current energies saying a lot of us are suffering. But if you're able to receive this message, this is saying you are devoted, which is actually like the best advice or a best sign you could get. It's not even advice, but like literally it says you are dedicated. You are willing to continue the great work of transformation. You're willing to be the higher self. So more power to you, more peace to you, more love to you, because you live on integrity. So, great stuff. Whew, and this is interesting, looking at this Magician in reverse, clarifying the Gemini. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but the message I'm literally getting is detach from negative people, negative connections. Some people may not want to see you shine. Leave them behind. Don't dim your light for anybody. I don't give a fuck if it is your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband or your wife or your mom or your dad or somebody you went to fucking school with. Fuck them. Disconnect. That doesn't mean dislike, but if somebody's sending you hate, trying to pull you back, trying to hold you down in the bucket, just be free. You have to make sacrifices to be your higher self. All right? And you'll never lose a genuine connection betting on yourself. All right? And this is crazy, man, how people use their weapons, their emotions as weapons for warfare. It's so insane that people may try to say that you're being selfish by betting on yourself, but it's actually an abject form of selfishness being projected on you. Motherfuckers are selfish saying that you're being selfish. It's crazy. As long as you're not going out of your way to harm other people, you're not being selfish. All right? What I'm really, and I'm getting this from spirit, like truly, this might be a Saturn Pisces thing. I'm sure it is. It's a sign of the times, but I hear this so loud. My spirit guides are telling me most of us have too much guilt. Too much fucking guilt. And there's two types of guilt, okay? There's guilt that comes from your own actions, and then there's artificial guilt. And I'm getting that this is artificial guilt. This ain't even your guilt, bro. This is not even real guilt. Just get the fuck rid of it. Stop feeling guilty, unblock the heart, unblock the sacral, unblock the root, send this shit into the earth. Breathe in the moon, breathe out into the earth, and you're gonna be more than okay. You're gonna be A to the okay. And also what I'm seeing coming up for a lot of us is financial freedom. Let me move Cancer's chart over just to kind of line them up because I wanna speak on their lunation and then we'll start going through like every sign. But of course, like I said, guys, Cancer, well, I'm probably going to elaborate on this after all the cards are out, but, you know, they got the full moon in the first house, of course. So that's really cool. And that means a lot of stuff is coming out of the personal life for all of them, but especially the Cancers. All right, we are lined in. We're locked up. Locked in, lined up. Because the message I was getting is financial freedom for a lot of us too, but especially the Cancer risings. And why is that? I mean, hard work, let's put it that way. One thing about me, some of you guys may know this, like while I am reading tarot cards, while I am an astrologer, while I am a magician, I'm very much a skeptical person, and I'm a very left brain person as well too. So it's like, I don't really like to give people vague optimism. I like to make a lot of sense. Things got to make sense to me or I'm going to fucking ignore it, truthfully. And it's cap season. It's no nonsense right now. But I'm seeing for us this energy of being around people that can build with us, like not wasting your time with unsuccessful people. And let me also say, success is the progressive realization of your highest ideal. So what I think success is might not be what you think success is. And that's totally okay, because we're different people. But this is saying that we need to do a little bit more organization when it comes to our friend groups, our associates who we spend time with. You know, because teamwork makes the dream work. A collective effort and a collective identity is powerful. So powerful. So give yourself permission to outgrow people or to move around, go where you're celebrated. So we're going to do cards for the future, which is the next level. And then I'm going to pull it out with like a 10th card just to kind of clarify, give the message for everybody. So we got Taurus energy in reverse, clarifying the past. You could call that Scorpio also if you think about it. Taurus in reverse. There's nothing wrong about Taurus or Scorpio, by the way, before I say this, but I could see, you know, some toxic family, possessive ass people that don't feel secure in their own energy. So they try to, you know, prey off others' insecurities, or they might project these insecurities on other people. It's jealousy. It's envy. It's extreme possessiveness. Ooh, and I've been doing a lot of readings this week. You guys know I've been doing readings for years on this app, but what I've been seeing for a lot of people with the mother issues coming up lately is that, you know, some moms, and this, being a mom is hard, but I will just say that some moms may have their own issues because they're people, and then they don't want to see their kids succeed because if their kids don't win, at least they feel good like you couldn't do it either. Which is actually really fucking sad, because as a child, you expect unconditional love and you're completely defenseless too. So, you know, that's a hard form of rejection. And this is also why I'm telling you guys, please look at your moon sign, because this tells the story of your childhood and how you experienced it. And especially when you have an afflicted moon or hard aspects to your moon, you may be one of these people I'm talking about. This is what I see often, is like the moon is conjunct or square opposing Pluto. You might have Pluto in the 4th house. You might have, you know, a Scorpio moon. You might have the moon Saturn conjunction or square, something like that. Moon Mars affliction. Like, yo, there's a lot of ways this could play out. All right. I mean, and it can go deep in astrology, guys. You could look at your mom's moon sign. You could look at your composite chart and how your Plutos work together. You could look at the mom's progressions when she was pregnant with you. There are so many ways you can dive deep into this and get some information that's meaningful. You know, because like on the latter part, the progressions on the pregnant mom, what possessed you to birth me? You know, that can be worth looking into. But I know this is like big brain astrology. It's kind of deep. Start with your natal chart. Start by learning how cool you are and loving yourself more, okay? Realizing how litty you are, Fire Fam. What do we got today? We got Malkuth. This is the Earth. We got Sephiroth. We're climbing the Tree of Life today, gang. Let me show you the Tree of Life so you kind of have some context. Some of you have seen this before, but you know, you start from the bottom. I guess we're making it right here. So this says, work on your discipline. This is really a Capricorn message. In order for you to be dedicated to the great work, you have to be disciplined. You have to understand discernment as well. You got to know when to say no. And you got to take accountability for your own life is really what this is saying. It's saying cast out blame. While you may have had some bullshit happen because of family members or even strangers, you know, blame is a useless game. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame other people. Just take responsibility and build. Okay? Cast blame out of your life. Nobody wins the blame game. But do take responsibility. We got Jupiter in reverse. That's basically Saturn's energy, if you really think about it. So take responsibility and build. Don't be waiting for luck to make your dreams manifest. How are you going to make sure you can't fail? And also, I'm getting with this one, it's like some of us are going through an existential crisis right now. And this, especially for the Cancer rising, this is like Saturn in your 9th house right now. Your Jupiter energy is kind of being afflicted. Oh, buddy. So it's time for you to find the light within yourself. It's time for you to understand that you are a god. You are a goddess. You do create this life. That's what being a god or goddess actually means. And the more you try to abdicate this to a higher power, the less you win, the more you fail. I'm not telling you not to have faith in a higher power, but just understand where you draw the line. You are the power that you're calling on, by the way. I don't give a fuck if it is Jesus, or if it is Muhammad, or it is Buddha, or it's Hecate. These are you. Be careful how you create your gods, because they're going to reshape you in your image. All right? And that's something to think about. Let's do one more card for the Cancers. It says Pisces North Node. That's actually coming up really soon, North Node in Pisces in the 11th house. Dreams coming true, Cancer. I want to say it for everybody because this is the collective reading, but we're going to start breaking it down sign by sign. We'll do a little summary for this and then work through the zodiac. So we got Infinity in reverse, and that just says you've been here a bunch of times, dude. And also the only way to get out of any broken cycle is to create a whole new cycle. So make that change that you're considering making. Make the change you know you need to make. Whether it is stopping a bad habit, cutting off your addiction. That's what it is for a lot of us. It's that lack of discipline that actually came from suffering that we didn't have tools to deal with. You're an adult now. You know how to deal with this shit. You have the skills, the resources, the tools. If you're receiving this message on the same device that has a search engine, you have no excuses in this life anymore. You have too many tools, too many resources to fuck up and fail. Failing is a choice. And I will say, because I'm trying to be nice and compassionate, I want somebody to feel empowered and feel better after this, but success is not guaranteed. You may fail sometimes, but as long as you don't give up, you truly don't actually fail. Only way to fail is to genuinely quit. Don't fucking quit. Stay in the game. Stay in the fight. Never give up on your life. Self-preservation is the #1 law of nature, so stay true to yourself and just keep evolving. Evolution is the only solution. Top of the deck says Yesod, the moon's energy, trust, the process. The vision of the moon is the machinery of the universe. And what does that mean? What that means, Fire family, is everything in the whole cosmos serves a purpose. Even your pain, even the traumas, even the people you can't fucking stand. Even the people you point the fingers to and say, these are evil people, they serve a purpose in the cosmos too. Everything serves a purpose. There's no extra parts in the universe. There's no missing parts in the universe. So you have to trust this, okay? It's also worth noting, guys, that Yesod is right above the earth. So if you don't master discipline, trust can actually be a vice, which is a mind fuck. That's a lot of knowledge to take in on one day, gang, but that's the truth. Thanks for the jet. We flying private. Yeah. That's a synchronicity. That's a sign from the universe. Thank you for that. We flying private? Oh, shit. Okay. So I guess this was a wealth reading. Cool stuff. I mean, that's the symbol of infinity. Maybe that is the message for some of us, is if you can really just feel your freaking feelings, be a person of integrity, be disciplined, you'll have more wealth than you know what to do with, dude. That's actually a message for a lot of us here. I'm receiving this message. I know that's the truth. If I can feel my feelings, be a person of integrity and trust, be disciplined, I will be wealthy beyond measure. All right, and I also want to reiterate, feel your feelings. Do you guys know money only solves money problems? Why do certain millionaires decide to unalive themselves? Because money's not everything, all right? But it is important. Never diminish the value of money or anything in your life if you wish to possess it, all right? You wouldn't have a motorcycle if it wasn't important to you. So stop saying money's not important. That blocks your abundance 100%, all right? I'm trying to be so nice because I get passionate and fired up. So I don't want anybody to take this personal, but it's really the same energy of a kid who doesn't get their way, wants a certain toy and doesn't get it. And they're like, well, I didn't even want that in the first place. You're not a kid anymore. It's okay to not get your way. Keep trying. Keep trying. There's no value in living a life of poverty, destitution, and brokenness. All right. So I want you to know you got a rich, beautiful, happy, long life ahead of you. And I'm sorry if I'm the first one to tell you that. But that's the truth. Believe it. Believe it and create that. So let's talk about how this affects Cancer, and then we will work through the signs. We'll go into Leo and then Virgo and then, et cetera, so on and so forth. So Cancer rising, beautiful people, by the way. I love the Cancer rising people. You guys are so sweet, so gentle, and so open-hearted. The most sensitive, I will say. And that's neutral, but the way you perceive your feelings will determine whether that plays out like a gift or a curse. So that's something to think about. But when I see the Cancer rising, the full moon in the first house, this is a time of deep self-reflection. If you really think about it, moon in the first, sun in the seventh, deep self-reflection. So you're going through your personal life and taking things in inventory, like your persona, your identity. Who do you want to be? How do you see yourself? This could also be about your physical health, your body. This is about loving your body, Cancer rising. Let's keep it a buck. That's what this energy is for you guys. And I think really the moon is the body. So this is, like I'm saying, for Cancer, but all of us should resonate with this on some level. All right. I see Mars in the first house for Cancer too. So it's about getting on your 1-2 Nike. Just do it. Take action. Be intentional. Make sure your intentions manifest. Okay. I see the North Node in the 10th house for the Cancer rising people. And that just says it's time for you to step into your business. Career goals are really important right now. Long-term goals. Maybe you're starting a new business. And there's a lot going on. Pluto and I love the Cancer rising people, but like the Cancer rising, I'm gonna give y'all a little secret. Cancer risings, they're really the most blessed people for the next 20 years. Because why? Pluto in the 8th house. You lucky fucking ducks, man. Give me some of that. That's amazing, dude. I'm a Virgo rising, and my progressions, I'm not gonna hit that transit. So it's like I need all the Cancer rising energy I can get, and we should lock in and we should build together, okay? Because you guys have raw power on your side. You just have to know how to channel it appropriately so you can be productive and satisfied, okay? And I would also say with Venus and Saturn in the 9th, make sure you guys keep studying, keep learning, never stop learning, okay? And that's basically what I got for you guys. The South Node in the 4th house too. So this, on top of what I've been saying for Cancer risings, this energy has a lot to do with you guys closing doors in your personal life. Whether that is a family member or a certain friend or an associate, and maybe for some of y'all, it doesn't actually play out like that. You might just build deeper intimacy with these people, but this is also about looking at your insecurities and your fears under a microscope and asking yourself, do these actually save you or do they protect you from love? Because that's not good. Love is what you want, right? So we're not trying to protect ourselves from love. All right. I've heard some say you can't love and fear things at the same time. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I just kind of felt the need to speak on that. So that's Cancer rising. Let's go to Leo, and that's going to put this full moon in the 12th house. So Leo rising, or if you are a Leo sun like myself, or have like a prominent sun in your chart, or a really loaded 5th house, this may also really resonate with you too. All right. And the 12th house is collective issues. So one thing I'm getting first off the rip is that the Leo rising people, Leos, they may just be extra tired. I know I can attest to this shit, man. It's like, whoa, just tired as hell, bro. What the hell got into us? Full moon in Cancer. But anyway, let's see what these cards are revealing. And I think it's hard work for you guys right now with the sun in the 6th. Try to be more consistent and organized with everything you're doing. You've been putting in that pressure, putting in that pain. Thank you guys for all the love, all the gifts too. I really do appreciate it. You got the North Node in the 9th house. So Leo people, I see you guys are really prioritizing your spiritual journey. Trying to learn as much as you can, trying to travel. For some of them, it's just trying to be as free as I possibly can be. So I will say, guys, there will be some repetition in these readings because we started with the sign that the moon is in. But we got the triskelion. So we're not going to spend too much time in the past with these subsequent readings because the foundation was really everything. But the triskelion is life, death, rebirth. There's a cyclical nature to life, and these Leo people are seeing it. So Cancer in reverse in our feelings is Cap season. What else we got? Leo's got Mars, and this is about being brave, about taking action, Leo. Be bold. Don't doubt your fucking self. Like, man, from one Leo to other Leos, please don't fucking doubt yourself. Don't overthink this shit. Look at the aspects to your sun as well, Leo. It says Neptune and Cap in the 8th. Building your dreams, building your desires. Yeah, a lot of you guys are really old souls is what I'm seeing. And that might be directly correlating to this 12th house moon, is that some of you guys are pulling out issues from past lives even, before you incarnated. Deeply collective issues. You may not even know why you're so emotional right now. It may have nothing to do with the shit that you're going through right now. You know? It could be the deep past. The 12th house. That's the Ankh that says eternal life. You guys know life is forever, right? And that scares some people because we live in this world of linear time. We don't actually get to experience forever in this form. So people hear that, they shit their bricks. They're like, oh no, I need to spend time in the kingdom forever. It's like, no, you're good. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Get excited. Here we got that damn freaky ass infinity. Yeah, so maybe some people are stuck in broken cycles. Some of the Leos are feeling bound up. And it could be their family members too. I'm looking at Cancer beneath this. This sucks, man, because some of these Leo people literally feel like their parents don't want them to succeed. Or it's like their parents want to live their lives through them, which is fucking rough, you know? And it comes out outwardly like love or wanting to protect you, but it's really smothering. It's really controlling. And that's not fun. It's also not even really fair if you really think about it. I don't know why I didn't peep this. I should have mentioned this in the collective part, like more towards the beginning, but I'm also seeing that the moon is squared up with Chiron, which is the healing asteroid. So yeah, this is a deeply healing new full moon. I mean, I don't gotta say too much about that because you guys are smart if you're following this convo already, but this could be like a very triggering full moon for a lot of people, you know? And I wish I had said this earlier, and I'm gonna start pulling the zodiac signs as I do this, but Leo, you're gonna sit out because this is your reading. Anyway, you know, and I hate to say this, man, but it's the motherfucking truth, and I just gotta speak on it. I feel called to, but based on some people not being able to deal with their emotions, some people having patterns of addiction and escape and suppression, projection will become the natural next thing. And some people will lash out emotionally. Some people will do cruel and unusual and fucked up things because they can't control their emotions. So one thing you got to try to do at your best is not to take anything personal, and also set proper boundaries and remove yourself from the wrong environments and wrong people, okay? And say no and learn how to protect yourself. And don't let anybody take advantage of you, even if it is a family member. Because I will say, like, relatives and family, they're different. They're definitely not the same. They're different. You are very lucky if your family and relatives are the same thing. But for some, that's not how we get it. So just don't let anybody hold their relationship title or status over you as well. It's like, oh, I'm your mom, you're gonna do what I say. No, bitch, you're self-righteous and narcissistic. So I think the fuck not, actually. I will not be doing what the fuck you say. I didn't ask to be born. I don't owe you a goddamn thing. How about that, bitch? And that may hurt some people to hear, but like, be grateful you don't have a narcissistic mom then. And don't ever judge anybody else's struggle. Just hold space. And I really want to speak on this shit, man, because I'm a Leo, and this coming from my heart, man. Compassion requires empathy. So when motherfuckers don't actually take the time to feel how you're feeling, they don't fucking love you. Actions speak a lot louder than words. Talk is fucking cheap. And it sucks, man, because a lot of people are so uncomfortable with their feelings. The moment you try to express yours, they want to try to micromanage your feelings and try to tell you how the fuck to feel. They don't fucking love you. They don't even love themselves, bruh. Double fail. Pick a fucking struggle, bruh. And if you're not trying to help, get the fuck out the way. Get out of the way. Leave us the fuck alone. And that's generally how Leos feel a lot of times. Just get out of my way, bruh. It's not like, I mean, you know, anybody can be a good or bad person regardless of zodiac signs. Sometimes Leos are dickheads, or they could be self-righteous. But also a lot of the motherfuckers, like I said, who tell Leos to be less selfish are really led by their fucking ego, trying to be selfish, trying to bind your energy, telling you to be too selfish. Emotional fucking manipulation, bro. I'm a Mars Cancer natal, so I'm seeing a lot of this bullshit that people are trying to pull nowadays, man. because I understand these fucking energies. They're bullshit. But anyway, Leo, I see you building your dreams. I see you taking control of your life. It says Pluto and Aquarius in the 10th house, which is not really the transit. Y'all really got it in the 7th house. But hey, man, it's about taking full control of your life, Leo. I don't give a fuck if it's a person, place, or a thing holding you back. You're taking full control of your life. And I really want to say, because I can feel it in the energy, man, don't be alarmed at the reaction you get from others when you express your true fucking feelings. All right? And you'll never lose a genuine connection by saying how you feel. At all. I think I need to repeat that. You'll never lose a genuine connection by saying how the fuck you feel. And sometimes you need to just shut everybody up. Turn the fucking comments off and say, look, it's your time to fucking listen. Because every time we try to go in these conversations, you try to redirect me off of my truth. Just listen to what I'm saying. Just fully fucking listen before you try to judge my fucking truth. You don't even understand my truth enough to, you're just waiting for your turn to talk. Just listen to what I'm saying. I love all of you guys, man. That's why I'm speaking with such passion. It's the motherfucking truth. It's my truth. And there has to be, listening to it, or else you can't actually judge it fully. You're not equipped to judge if you can't take it in. Anyway, we got some energy symbols moving to the future, which is cool. Okay, boom. Here's all the cards for Leo. Anyway, the past is saying Kundalini, so I'm getting that a lot of these Leos may be dealing with sexual traumas, which is unfortunate, but hey, that's life, man. More power to you guys. More peace, more healing to y'all. Whew, that's fucked up, dude. Truly is really fucked up, because that fucks with the root chakra. That fucks with your survival, your stability, your sense of safety within your whole body. So, it's worth hip stretches and touching grass and, pigeon pose and camel pose and, having a healthy connection with your sexuality. Very important. I also see Deikomyo in reverse, which says, Leo, it's really about self-mastery. That's really the message you need to receive from this reading. It's great to let your emotions flow and go. And with everybody going through this Cancer full moon, there's going to be a lot to release, especially for y'all with this moon in the 12th. But, remember the whole goal was to master yourself. Please don't forget. And also, this is a Reiki symbol. It's the master symbol. You may want to consider Reiki healing. That'd be really smart. It'd be really helpful. Energy healing, prioritizing your spiritual development. We already talked about this. We got the earth in reverse. And that says you're going to need some grounding for where you're going, man. Your big dreams, they're not going to manifest themselves. You're going to need some discipline yet again. All right, and you're going to have to think before you act, Leo. Truly. And then we got Hokma in reverse. This is Neptune's energy in reverse. And that's funny because that's the ruler of the 12th house, where the fucking full moon is. How crazy is that? These cards don't ever surprise me, man. They're like always on point. So we got Mercury in the 11th house of Pisces is what it says. So the energy is, don't get lost in the sauce, but do believe in your dreams. Recognize the power of your imagination. And I wish I could speak with bold italics, because that's really the message for Leo people. It's like, it's not what you're seeing, it's how you're seeing it. And your imagination is a world. So the question becomes, are you using your imagination to actually build your dreams, or are you creating a fucking nightmare for yourself? That's the question, Leo. I hope that helps somebody, because that's the message. Anyway, Virgo time, and I'm excited, man. I'm a Virgo rising. This is mine. It's ours, really. That's my selfish ass Leo coming out, but it's ours. Let's move the clock to Virgo. Virgo rising. So if you guys aren't catching on by now, this is going to put the moon in the 11th house. How cool is that? How cool is that, chat? I said, why are you asking me? I'm muted. Gotcha. Anyway, let's get the Virgo energy out here. And the moon in the 11th house, this is about freeing your heart. You may be releasing certain friend groups, certain associates. I mean, this could even be about your fears with the public. These might be released as well. I mean, Virgo is hermit energy also. So maybe this is about coming out of your shell on some level, some way, shape, and form. You've got the sun in the 5th, which is cool. Hope the Virgos are having fun. with the sun transiting the 5th house for them. So this whole Capricorn energy for Virgo has been about creating and expressing yourself and literally just enjoying your life. Oh my goodness. So that's why I say free the heart. It's that same conversation. You know, what identities are you holding that holds you back is what this says. South Node in the 1st house. I feel called to clarify. I'm reading off the dice to you guys. So some of you guys falling with your transits, you're like, the South Node isn't in my 1st. But anyway. The South Node of the moon right now is in the 2nd house for the Virgo people, which of course is going to put the North Node in the 8th house of Aries. And that basically says that, you know, Virgos are pursuing power. They're trying to evolve. They're also trying to have deep, meaningful connections. They're trying to have bonds. They're looking for intimacy. All right, let's see what it's given. You got Saturn and Venus in the 7th. This, I mean, like, this energy feels very peaceful and chill for the Virgos. I really like this. Okay, let's see what it's given. Ooh, we got the EO. And that has to do with the voice. And here's Cancer energy again, man. I should just leave it there. That's funny. So these are our past cards. Let's just fly through these because what else is there to actually say? Scorpio energy, Jupiter. We'll leave these two together. It'd be like Jupiter, Scorpio energy. All right, boomski. So like I said this, but I'm gonna repeat it. Like the Virgo people, really right now, it's about you pursuing power. And this, with this full moon in the 11th house, this is about the gains you want to receive from your career. You know, freedom. You might want fame, notoriety. The 11th house is also technology and the internet. So, you know, for some of you guys, you might be putting in that work on social media. You may be trying to lead your friend group, building a community. That all resonates with me, but I'm speaking on my own sign too, so. That's actually how it's playing out. We got Malkuth in reverse. And you know, Virgos work their asses off, man, and they're perfectionists. So it's like, sometimes it's hard to be disciplined because they overload themselves with bullshit, man. Or maybe they think too motherfucking much and the discernment is really bullshit. But I see a lot of unstable emotions. You know, Seheki in reverse, which is about emotional balance. Cancer energy. Chiron is going through the 8th, squaring up with that moon. So yeah. I don't know what kind of traumas are, you know, going on for the Virgos, but I will say, Virgo, if you skip to this part of the video, like the timestamp, when you watch this replay, you may want to move back to the beginning of the video where we talk about Cancer and how this full moon is actually affecting everybody. Because it's deeply personal. You will gonna want to look at your moon sign as well. This is beautiful. You got the Eye of Horus moving forward. That says protection in your future. This tells me you're going to be more discerning when it comes to who you let around you. You're going to be more secretive about your purpose and really your true motives. And the way I've heard it said, and I see this, when you protect your purpose is going to protect you. It goes hand in hand, like these two right here. It says Jupiter in the 7th house of Gemini. This looks, and that's not natal, but it's telling me that you guys are going to be teaching a lot of people. You're going to find new mentors. There's going to be a lot of information that's going to be changing your life in this next cycle, this lunation cycle. Let's continue. Let's see what else they got to receive. Virgo is also a no-nonsense sign. It's very earth. So, gang, decide what you want. Go after it. Feel good about it. That's really all I got to say. Simplicity is key for you guys. Here we got Venus. So you can expect love in your future. You can expect a lot of good things. Venus is transiting your 7th again. That's beautiful. You got 7 in reverse. Saturn is also transiting it too. So take the good with the bad and the bad with the good, man. Be responsible. Try not to project your emotions on other people, Virgo. That's what I'm getting as well. And at the same time, it can go both ways, man. A lot of people will probably try to project their bullshit on you, and you got to say no. Set boundaries or say nothing and just remove them from your life and be like, okay, I'm not playing this stupid game. Think whatever the fuck you want to think. I don't have to give you a reaction. You're not entitled to my fucking energy. We got Mars in reverse too. So this tells me that, yeah, man. Like people, Virgos are dope, dude. And what I like about them is like they don't. Most of the time, everybody's different. There's polarities and spectrums, but I say like a lot of Virgos just stay out the fucking way. They just mind their goddamn business, and then people just get up all up in their business, and it can go both ways. You know, sometimes Virgos instigate, but you know, I'll just tell you to mind your business, focus on the work. Try to turn a blind eye to the hate, because some people hate themselves so deeply they could never love you. And no amount of like people pleasing or putting on a show is gonna change that shit, man. So redirect this Mars energy into something that's powerful and constructive. Because this is wanton destruction, Mars in reverse, and that's not good. You know, that can be cruelty at worst, so don't do that. You know, let go of some of this anger if you have to. And try not to punish yourself or other people for this. But do understand polarity is really real. So I'm trying to be careful what I say on TikTok, but for some of these Virgos, it's about justice that you're going to be getting. And I'll just leave it at that. This Capricorn season. And I'm seeing with Capricorn on top of Fatima is saying if you really are just responsible, the karmic energy in this world is protecting you. So we ain't got a damn thing to worry about. Saturn in the 7th, though, I'm telling you, man, it's real repercussion season for the Virgo people. Your life is what you make it, man. If you're enjoying sweet fruits, congratulate yourself. If they're bitter, you know, thank yourself and learn. We got the sacral chakra in reverse. This is funny how this started at the beginning of the reading. It's really imperative for you Virgos to learn to feel good and to raise your own vibration, lean into your joy. And remember, your life is truly an emotional experience, so it'd be a damn shame if you were successful at the end of your life but not fulfilled. And that's definitely something to think about. If you were too wrapped up in serving others and pleasing people that you forgot about your damn self. So let's not do that, Virgo. Let's make a priority of ourselves so we can actually have more to give the world. Because at your core, that's what makes you the most satisfied. You love to help people, and that's when you're going to feel the best. But you can't give what you don't have. All right? I'm taking a second to sit in it, and they're saying, yeah, there's so much I could say to Virgos, but again, it's simplicity. I want to say one last thing to Virgo as I'm setting up for Libra is that Uranus is transiting the 9th for you guys, and it's just really important that you have the right information. Liberation, illumination, apotheosis. So, who do you need to learn from? Who already has the result you're looking for? Let that be your mentor. Never stop learning. Let's talk about Libra. So Libra, of course, is going to put the full moon in the 10th. Full moon in Cancer. So right up the rip, this is telling me that, you know, this is going to revolve around releasing fears about the public and your reputation and your image. And, you know, the word that just came to my mind was conceited, to be less conceited. And, like, I'm not trying to judge anybody anytime I'm doing a reading, truly. Because if you are a Libra receiving this, I think it's really important that you do feel beautiful. And I think it's important that you do find pride and love in yourself. And anybody who, bro, I'm telling you, anybody who tells you it's wrong to love yourself hates themselves on some level. Any person who tells you to curb your ego, like, I want to speak on a spiritual fallacy, man. I know it's like, who asked? You sat in my energy and decided to listen. But anyway, a lot of these spiritualists get the game all fucked up, bro. And they think that the ego is something to be ashamed of. Like, you literally could not identify yourself without an ego. You wouldn't be able to exist in this form without an ego. And that's Tiphareth energy that we just talked about at the beginning of this reading. That's the dedication to the great work. Anybody who tells you not to have an ego is either very confused, or if they truly believe that, deeply embedded in their psyche, they actually hate themselves. And I don't condone that. Love yourself. Appreciate yourself. You are worth self-love. And how can you love yourself if you don't have a fucking self? So this is the Libra energy. This is the Libra energy. I'm gonna keep it a $150 with y'all, man. I got no time to fucking lie to you. If I wanted to lie to people, I would go on like a fucking message board, a forum, and say a bunch of bullshit. I don't find fulfillment in that. Anyway, let's talk about the 10th house full moon. For the Libra people. Hey, by the way, guys, on my YouTube, there's a whole video about Capricorn season, how the sun transit is working. But yeah, the sun is transiting Libra's 4th house. And that just means this month is all about their inner world. It's all about what's going on inside of their feelings. So the Libra people are in their feelings right now. And that's totally cool. You'll see, bro, that's the beautiful thing, is like, depending on how you live your life and your sun and your moon, some of these Libra people are having the most profound peace, total balance and equanimity. Some of these motherfuckers are crashing out like lunatics because the sun's going through the 4th house. And I know you guys see this shit, man. It's crazy. Like, emotions are a lot higher than they normally have been. And everybody's gonna go through the sun in the 4th every year. That's why it's very important you know what your rising sign is. Did you see the orb fly out of the fucking cards? Did you see spirit just go right into your fucking face and say, are you listening to what I'm saying? Because there's some real magic in this space. And you're either receiving it or you're hating it with a vehement passion. And which one is helping you build? That's really the question. And I know the majority of the people on live love me, but I'm telling you guys, I've been on live TikTok for years, enough to know that, you know, there's a law of averages. And while a lot of people can receive the goddamn love, a lot of people have a blocked fucking heart chakra. And all they can do is hate. And you can't take that shit personal. And sometimes when you really have something important to do, you just turn off all the comments and make it a monologue. Okay. Because I know there's motherfuckers sitting here cursing me, grinding their teeth, asking me to repent. They're like, Jesus, save this man. It's like, bitch, you are lost. Nobody asked, nobody's talking to me, but I know the energies. I know it. All right? And I don't wish harm on you. I don't know where the contention comes from, man. And speaking of Libra, speaking of peace, gang, I'm very clear about why I'm here. One day on earth, I would love to see all people of all religions, all creeds, all faiths, all walks of life, all political statuses, all nationalities, all gender identities, all sexual preferences, all social classes at peace. That's why I'm here. That's what life is about. And if you're not on that type of timing, you're serving the goddamn devil. And that's really unfortunate because some of y'all think you're Christians and you're absolutely fucking not. But anyway, I got Pluto in Sagittarius. Does it show? Can you tell? Anyway, let's see what's up with the Libras. We'll get your cards out here. We'll kind of like move past the bottom spread. We don't live in the past. We'll let it come through though. Libras, life is about peace. And it's also about us, the collective. Oh yeah. And you know what I really love about these breakdowns? I've been doing these more frequently through the lunation cycle, and I really love being able to spin through the whole zodiac. I feel like I really receive a gift from the collective every time I do it. It's about us, guys. It's about all of us. We are interdependent on people, and if you don't believe me, how the hell did you get here? Mom and dad, right? Anyway, we got the throat chakra in reverse, and this tells me that Libras, you know, in your past, you've had to work really hard to find your truth and express it and say what you mean and mean what you say and not really give a fuck, really, if people like it or dislike it. It's your truth, you know? Some of us are still finding our voice. And that's what's up. That's beautiful. Your voice matters. Your voice deserves to be heard. I'm hurting for those that don't believe it. Your voice matters. Your voice deserves to be heard. I just mentioned this moon is in the 10th house. The dice are saying 10th house Jupiter. Share your gifts with the world. The moon in the 10th, this could also be about career change too. Where some of you guys, I mean, like, think about this, guys. There's billions of people in the world, and I'm doing a breakdown for the 12 signs. So it's like there's multiple millions of people going through each of these corresponding energies. And truly, everything I said for one would probably apply to all of the others because of the sheer probability, okay? But the point I'm trying to say is that this is all about career change or fulfillment with your life. Are you happy doing what you're doing, Libra? That's the real question right now. Are you happy with your status? Are you happy with your reputation? You know, the 10th house also has a lot to do with identity. Who you perceive yourself as. What do you think your calling is, your duty? All right, so a lot of that is going to be considered right now. So needless to say, a lot of people are going to be quitting jobs or starting new careers or pivoting in their business. For some people, they're just deciding, yo, this is not my responsibility. And it might have not been for a long time. So you're freeing yourself. And what I really like about this one, because if I could just kind of take all that and even condense it more, it's like I see the Libra people giving less fucks about what other people got to say about them. And that's empowering. That's beautiful. To thine own self be true, right? One thing that's really important to speak about, like Libras and air signs, and keep in mind we all have all 12 signs. I'm gonna plug in this tablet. Is that actions speak a lot louder than words, and it's more important what you do as opposed to just the thoughts you think. Intentions are powerful, but like, what are you actually doing? Are you talk is cheap, all right? I've been seeing this in damn near all these readings, but here's Ouroboros in reverse. A lot of broken cycles. A lot of us feel like I want off this ride. Why do I keep going through these same experiences? Because you need to change. I don't know what change it is that you need to make, Libra, but you have to be more responsible is what this is saying. So consider, what are my true responsibilities? Very 10th house moon. What are my true responsibilities? Am I worrying about some shit that doesn't matter? Am I avoiding responsibilities? Am I neglecting my actual life? Is also what I'm seeing with these Libras. And the dice are saying 12th house Jupiter Aquarius. Maybe you're overextended when it comes to your love and empathy for other people. I mentioned this earlier. It's like some people don't have a self to give. It's like if you're checking for everybody before you, what are you actually doing for the world? You know? And you may think you're giving, but it's like if you're consistently putting yourself last, you might be giving people the crumbs, whatever you can afford, but you're not focused on developing yourself. So you actually, think about this, guys. The most powerful thing we give is an example. Truly, we are all creatures of social influence. So you just have to think about, what example do I set for other people? And if you're consistently draining yourself dry, that's what you teach other people. And is that good? Teach others to drain themselves dry? That's not sovereignty. That's not self-reliance. That's abject forms of codependency, and that's not good. Hey man, I know morality is subjective, but I'm just telling you guys what I understand to be virtues and vices. Independence is a virtue. Dependence is a vice. And yes, there's different contexts that these will play out differently, but 9 times out of 10, independence is the virtue and dependence is the vice. So I'll stand on what I said. I'll reincarnate on a hill if I have to. Anyway, Libra, just like all of us, going through these hard emotional times, you're really being called to meditate on the parts of you that feel broken at this time, okay? And I'm seeing, with this Om mantra and Asunda, it's about affirming your worth. It's about speaking up for yourself, recognizing that you matter, you can take up space, and not feeling bad about it as well, because it's giving like a social isolation wound and feeling neglected by other people or neglected by the world. This is also giving father wounds. When I think about the moon in the 10th, these people are really upset about their parents and the neglect they've experienced, and beyond that, some forms of pain, abuse, control and manipulation. And we all expect our parents to support us and love us unconditionally. And when those expectations are shattered, beyond the shock and crisis that induces, it can fuck up our self-image. And that is detrimental to our well-being. Okay? So I just want to remind you guys, you choose how to identify yourself and choose to see yourself in a positive way, and then do your best and give yourself more credit for the good you bring into this world. Okay, Libra? I'm excited for Scorpio. I love all of these, but Scorpio is always deep and mysterious. I know that's coming next, but let's continue on with this one. It keeps coming up with the Aquarius. I've rolled the dice 3 times. Each time it said Aquarius for the Libra energy. That was the first card on your spread too. It says Aquarius, Mercury in the 11th. This says, speak the truth, Libra. No matter how hard it hurts or how much your voice shakes, speak your truth and be confident in yourself. And this is funny, when I see the Ankh in reverse in the middle, it says you're not going to live forever, dude. So make the most of your time. Your spirit will live forever. Your soul will live forever, but your body has an expiration date. So make the most of this life and hustle. Be intentional, be direct. Don't wait to make your dreams come true. Get on it and take action, okay? Focus on yourself. North Node in the Aries, that's really what it's about. Get to it, all right? Summon your power. Go off, Libra. You got Pluto in the 5th house. This is about creating the life by your design. Pluto in the 5th is about being self-obsessed. If I just want to be honest with y'all, that's really what Libra is about right now. Self-obsession. And if you can do that and be a person of integrity, everybody wins around you. The whole world will win by you becoming a better person. That's beautiful. So let's see one last card for the Libra. It's the Rahu in reverse. You need to learn how to disconnect from people's energies. But also what I'm getting is like, some of y'all's cutoff game might be too quick. And I hate to say that because that's uncomfortable for me because I'm pretty much self-obsessed as well. And, you know, be willing to engage with people. But when you've gotten the message, you can hang up the fucking phone. Because you got to take this how it resonates, because of course there's going to be many millions of people with the Libra energy. But hey, you know, sometimes you got to call it quits. You got to recognize when somebody doesn't deserve a spot in your kingdom. Try to size up people's motives and intentions, okay? And if you're on a similar path, more power, maybe we could build together. If not, let's just go our separate ways, basically. And I'm being called to speak about being non-dogmatic, you know. What works for you works for you. It doesn't have to work for anybody else. That's self-righteousness. Here we got Tibreth again in reverse. So the question is, are you a person of integrity? Are you really dedicated to yourself? That's really the question, Libra. Improve it. Talk is cheap. You can say one thing and mean another through your actions. So demonstrate it with action. Imagine you were muted. What are you going to do now? What if you had nobody to convince through your words? Just do it. All right? Prove it. I love y'all, man. I hope that helps somebody. Let's talk about Libra +2, which is Scorpio. You thought I was going to do Libra twice? I thought so too. I got confused. Like, why did I say Libra again? Anyway, let's talk about Scorpio. Hello. So this is Scorpio rising. If you have Scorpio sun, you may feel it too. If you have a really prominent Mars or maybe even a prominent Pluto or your 8th house is really lit up, I'm speaking to the divine soul right now, okay? So this is, of course, the moon in the 9th, full moon in the 9th house. For the Scorpio! So, what the hell does that look like? Full moon in Cancer. And I feel like this is about releasing limiting beliefs or becoming more comfortable with the universe. More comfortable in your faith. More comfortable with the whole world in general too. So that's beautiful. You got Saturn in the 12th house. Self-mastery time. Mastering your emotions, mastering empathy. Capricorn is in Scorpio's 3rd. So I know this month is really about you guys learning and involving yourself, interacting. Some of the Scorpio people, they might be really active on social media right now. This could be about planning out your business, trying to execute your next move. It's a very interesting chart. I'm gonna show it to you guys for a second and then tell you what I'm seeing in this Capricorn season. But you've got this full moon in the 9th house, all right? And you've got the moon squaring up with Lilith in the 12th, also squaring up with Chiron in the 6th house. So it's like this is pointing up to this 9th house, and you know, the focus for the Scorpios is the beliefs. It's the 9th house. So it's like, you may be, bruh, it's the squares to the 6th and the 12th, where it's like a lot of you Scorpios, you may feel like you got a lot of enemies right now. Whether they're open enemies, 6th house, or they're hidden enemies, the 12th house. And it all kind of revolves around, you know, you demonstrating your faith, or it might even be about your genuine belief systems that you hold right now. People want to attack you for that bullshit, because people can't deal with that. And I'm seeing Pluto in the 4th too. So it's like the Scorpio people, I'm sure a lot of this revolves around family for a lot of these Scorpio people. It could be like, shit, it might not even be about your religion. It might be about your gender identity or your sexual preferences. It's like a lot of these Scorpio people might have their moms hating. They're like, you're not going to date a black guy, or like, no son of mine is gay, or some shit like that. Some bullshit, bro. This artificial separation, I fucking hate it. Let's curse this shit under the full moon, guys. How about that? How about we write it down and ask Hecate and Lilith and the demons to burn it? How about we do that? How about we do that and use our voices to execute these motherfuckers with truth? How about we play mental chess with people and have people strangle themselves in their own confusion and then force themselves to be more loving? How about we do that without violence, without needing to really get involved physically? We can change people's minds with truth. That's beautiful. And I think that's where the power lies, with the sun in the 3rd for these Scorpio people. Love will prevail. Love will prevail. It certainly will. So let's see what's up with these damn Scorpios. The damn Scorpios. Not just the Scorpios, the damn Scorpios. I should have pulled my soundboard out earlier. This bitch about to die. I'm about to yeet it. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? All right. Mental health crises, man. Those are really real. This is mind and emotions coming out in reverse. It's crazy, man, that we don't look like what we've been through. Because I'm sure you Scorpios have a long list of things in your past that has broken you and you've had to rise out like a phoenix. I mean, but what's new? You guys know that. Tell me about it. EAO, and this tells me you feel like one with the universe. This is a magical sound, magical symbol. EAO. So, shit. I'm getting a lot of you Scorpios are working heavy magic right now, which I love. Can everybody burn a candle for world peace? Is that okay? Can we do that? Please? Please do it for you and do it for me. Candle for world peace. That would be amazing. That'd be so amazing. Can that be our intention above all intentions? Why do some people want to watch the world fucking burn? I don't get it. I don't understand it, bro. Bro, my spirit guides are awesome. And I'm not saying this to virtue signal. It's like, what do you think the better alternative is? Will I make more world peace doing this or pushing a forklift? I think this is the better choice, just for me personally. I'm not trying to judge anybody who drives a forklift, but it's just like, I sense the collective energies and I have to, you know, I've been taking years, guys. I'm gonna break the fourth wall and talk about me. It's like coming from my soul, my Scorpio energy. It's like, you gotta think, is like, am I reacting to an energy? Am I projecting an energy out here? You know? And I've heard people bitch at me because of my profession, my beliefs, etc. And some people, they're like, go get a real job. First of all, these people don't have a real fucking life. They don't have an LLC. They don't have a business. They don't pay fucking taxes. They don't create opportunities for other people, but I digress. But it's like, I'd really love to have a conversation with some of these people and ask them, like, what do you think? It'll probably come down to a disagreement in values, but like, what do you think would be a better way for me to contribute to the world? Like, go get a real job. You want me to do something that robots could literally automate? Like, would that be a better use of my time? And I know I'm speaking personally about myself, but it's like, you know, something in the Scorpio energy is deep and thonic. So we bless this incense to cleanse and purify this space. Blessed be. I love this app. We're filming this on TikTok right now. Some people are gonna watch the replay on YouTube. I really don't give a fuck if this app goes away, honestly. I really don't give a fuck. People are like, what are you gonna do, Mark? Same shit I was doing before TikTok. Come on now. Just find a different goddamn vehicle. Not shit. It's been a good app. It's been nice. And I doubt it's gonna go away, but even if it does, I'll be kind of happy. Because I love change, personally. Like, I would really be psyched if this app got deleted, truly. I love change. I thrive on it. Anyway. Yeah, people worry about me. I'm like, no, dude. I'm good. I'm always gonna be good. Always been good, always gonna be good. But anyway, let's talk about these Scorpio people. Because again, the fucking moon is mooning in your fucking 9th house. Fuck. Oh, fuck, dude. And what else? You got the sun in the 3rd, and you got Pluto in the 4th, and hey. It's about living your life to the fullest, man. The 9th is expansion. So like, is anything holding back your growth, Scorpio? That's what needs to be confronted. And when I see Neptune in reverse, this is interesting because leaning to the future, this tells me you're gonna get rid of illusions and demystify your life. But also, this could be lack of faith too. This could be you rejecting universal powers. They do exist. And I mean, you can be mad at the world or mad at God or have religious traumas and stuff. I know I got my own. But I just really want to encourage people, do recognize there is something beyond us and we can work with these energies in some way, shape, or form. And really, one thing I found that liberated me is that people don't do things for no fucking reason. So it's like, you can get real self-righteous and be like, oh, I like my religion, so this person's religion must be wrong. You know, it's like, no, they do that because it works. And maybe we don't agree to see it the same way. Maybe there's a lower common denominator that really is uniting us all, is my point. I got Uranus and Gemini in the 7th energy. So Scorpio, this really is about you freeing your mind. The 9th and the 3rd house, like, it's really intellectual. It's about you removing limiting beliefs. I said this before I started pulling cards, but that's what your divination is showing as well. It's about you like scrutinizing your belief systems. Does it even make any sense? And beyond what you believe, what do you have deeply embedded into your assumptions about life? Like your actual responses to life, what are those? Dude, I know I'm channeling this energy. It feels really good. This is liberating my energy. It's awesome. Awesome. In Scorpio, I see you're mastering yourself. That's beautiful. That's the work. That's the great work. And I see crown chakra blockages from the past too. And shit, that might be about religious trauma for a lot of y'all. 9th house is what you believe, right? So, man, bro, I'm going through so many levels of self-realization right now. That's why it might take me a second to give y'all this whole message, how I'm receiving it. Because some of us were sold a facade. Some of us were sold a limited view of God, you know, and taught to be afraid of God. And truthfully, that's how a lot of people experience religion. They say, I should fear nobody but God. But how can you fear something and trust something at the same time? You know, so this becomes a limit in a lot of people's life. And I'm seeing, especially with these motherfucking Scorpios having Saturn in the 5th right now, like what they want to do, what they want to express. Some of these motherfuckers are afraid to love themselves because original sin or whatever the fuck. I don't know what it is, but like, I mentioned this in a different reading, but it's also like this spiritual idea of I shouldn't have an ego. How can you love yourself with no self to love? That doesn't make any sense. So there's a lot of beliefs that got to be stripped out from these Scorpio people. And really, like, Scorpio is about the soul, guys. That's what you got to understand. It's like the part of us that's more intangible, more ineffable. It's like that final transformation we all have to go through. That's the power we're talking about. You know, the secrets of the universe, the beyond. A lot of this shit is unexplainable. All right? So we can get lost in the light, in the language, in the words, and just have semantic arguments for millennia. It's bullshit, bro. So you have to revel in the mysteries at some point too. And what I'm also getting for the Scorpios is that it's really important that you express your truth, that you write down your ideas and turn on the camera and start to talk and start to share your experiences personally, so we can all collectively start to build, and that we can start to learn more from each other. All right, and Uranus really is in the 7th house. It's showing up on the dice, and it's showing up in the chart too. Uranus in the 7th. It's about you freeing yourself and freeing other people, and you choosing to be a liberator in this world, okay? And not being afraid of change, and being a conscious leader, not a rebel without a cause, okay? That's the message for Scorpio. We're gonna keep on going. But the message also with this says disconnect from people that don't serve you any good, all right? Disconnect from people that don't serve you any good, and also disconnect from negative beliefs. I feel like I'm getting kind of verbose, but I like to take my time with these readings to make sure I get everything I'm meant to receive. Yeah, Scorpio. I don't gotta say too much about this. I don't have to, because I already said a lot about it. There's Tifereth again. Hello. Man. Okay, so what I'm hearing, because I'm like, this came up again and again and again. Scorpio, you have to commit to sacrifice. All right. Recognize that you're connected to a bigger whole, so make sacrifices for the greater good. All right. And the best thing you can do is develop and cultivate yourself, and that becomes the gift you offer to the world. Always develop yourself. Evolution is really your only solution. So Scorpios, I strongly recommend you study the Pluto in your chart and look at the polarity of your Pluto. Look at the North Node and get on your fucking purpose. Stop wasting time. Stop meddling in other people's affairs. Stop interacting with other people's bullshit. Just do your work, and everything else is gonna sort itself out. And some people may not like to listen to you, or they won't want to follow you because it's all this Aquarius energy. But when people see the light in you, they're gonna want some of their own. All right, so be a great example for this world. It's really about being a leader. And this was on the frame, so I want to speak on sexual healing for the Scorpios as well. And this is hard to say because I know a lot of us relate. But yeah, Pluto in the 4th, this could also be about sexual traumas from your family, which is heartbreaking and soul shattering, but that's something to acknowledge. And it hurts my root as I'm saying it, man, and we could compare notes, unfortunately. But, you know, I just had a reading today about this shit, bro. Like, why a parent would choose to do some shit like that to their child, it does not actually make any fucking sense. I don't actually understand it. So, like, that's one of the hardest parts of healing. It is like, I've yet to find a satisfactory answer. It shit makes me feel fucking crazy. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But anyway, we got the Ouroboros out here, which says that, you know, life does have cycles, and we can break cycles, create new cycles, gang. So that's the beautiful thing. It says Pluto and Pisces on the bottom. It says this coming next. So get ready. Take about 20 years. But watch Pluto transit your chart and just understand where the power is and choose evolution. You'll be good. All right. There's always a higher level, and life is forever, Scorpio. So that's one thing you got to kind of make peace with. And also, in order to do that, you're going to want to enjoy the process as much as the result, because it doesn't end yet again. So let's talk about Sagittarius, which of course is going to put the full moon in the 8th. And this is going to be crazy, guys, because the moon doesn't really deal the best with the 8th house. So we can send some extra love to the Sagittarius people going through this time right now. There it is. Sagittarius. Let me move the chart forward a little bit, just so we're on the same type of timing. And then we're going to be locked in. Are you locked in? Are you my friend? Then step this way. Then step this way. Then step this way. Okay. So hey, let's talk about it for a second before we pull anything. And just understand, Sagittarius has Cap in the 2nd. So this month has heavily been around stability for y'all. And being in your bag, getting your money up, not your funny up. But y'all are always the funniest, so it's always something to joke about. Something you could never be fucking serious, Sagittarius. which I love. It's literally the best. Like, you gotta have Sag friends, man. If you're a Sagittarius, you're lucky as hell that you actually get to be you and have such a joyous, jubilant, fun spirit. But anyway, the moon hitting your 8th is really about releasing the bonds that hold you back, the chains that bind you, the ties that bind you, all that fuck shit, all that dumb shit, all that evil, all that fuckery, all that negativity. It's just letting it go. Some people with the transit now, the moon in the 8th, Sag, it's the discussion is getting out of debt. That's how it plays out for a lot of y'all. It's like literally consolidating your debts. You may have to just make a fucking decision to stop being in debt. Pay off your debt. Like, I don't know what else to say about it, but yeah, that. And, you know, confronting fears around intimacy. That's also a very 8th house moon thing. And I'm gonna speak on this, man, because I'm seeing for a lot of the Sagittarius people, they're really alone right now, and they're really having hard times with relationships. They may feel like there's all this constant disagreement and struggle with people, and it's like some of y'all are realizing you're unwilling to give what you're demanding of other people, and that's what's fucking up your personal life. You're being the creature. You're being the Billy Jabroni goddamn evil Larry, and you gotta stop that shit. Evil exists in half of every person, so don't be too self-righteous to the point where you think you can't be bad. We can all be bad, but I will just say Sag is positive energy, so y'all need that message twice. Some of y'all are being the evil in people's lives, all right? And you just have to be accountable, be real to yourself, man. Treat people the way you want to be fucking treated, all right? I lost a lot of you. I watched the viewers drop down. You're like, oh, hell no, I'm not trying to hear that. I know somebody had to hit the closet, hit their knees and pray about that shit. Somebody was like, nope, 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 nope. Not hearing that, nope. Oh well. Oh well. I'm not worried about it, man. Not my problem. Don't say I didn't fucking warn you. I love y'all so much, man. I see the queen. And I just want to speak on this too, guys, because accountability is a gift you can only give to yourself. Truth be told, accountability can only be given to the self. If you're not willing to listen to yourself, people can't help you reflect at all. So also don't take that personal, because I'm sure polarity kicks in for a lot of y'all. It's like some of you Sagittarius have been trying to teach people how to be a better person, but they won't fucking listen. And you're just tired of wasting your fucking time. Tired of pouring love and empathy and compassion into people that don't want to be better. And it's fucked up because these people might be your friends, they might be coworkers, they might be family members, and they might say the right shit like I'm trying or I want it, but their actions don't show it. So be careful with that, man, because these people could be very close to you at this time, Sagittarius. It could be like the friends in the family that you really got to start to distance yourself from, or to start cutting cords and connections with. All right. And, you know, on a really deep level, the 8th house is about your power in this life, guys. So the Sag energy right now with the moon in the 8th is really how are we gaining power and how are we releasing things that inhibit our power. That's the conversation. Are your investments paying off? Do you need to make better investments? I mean, really, knowledge is power. And I see Jupiter going through your 7th. I could say this to everybody in the zodiac, but for the love of God, love of yourself, make sure you have a mentor when it comes to your finance, when it comes to your health, when it comes to love, when it comes to happiness, all the good things that matter. Learn from people that are doing better than you, and don't be self-righteous to the point where you think you're the best in the motherfucking world. That's going to close you off from love and learning, all right? But, and this is like more symbolic, you know, but I like symbols and metaphors or meta fives. It says Taurus moon in the 10th. Sag, eat till you're full, okay? Get your fill. Live life full. Have a great life. But let's see what's going on with the cards today. Because that's the whole conversation. I don't need the fucking cards. I just like to see if there's anything else to talk about. But I could tell it all through the chart. Anyway. And I can feel my throat unblocking right now. They're like, talk your shit, Mark. I'm healing as I'm doing this. Like, I have to be louder, man, because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm grateful to say that. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Why I doubt myself? The goddamn Dunning-Kruger effect. It's some bullshit. Curse you, Dunning-Kruger. It's bullshit, bro. Damn. And it's not even their fault. They just discovered this fucking phenomenon where like the confidence and the confidence and the intelligence have an inverse correlation. It's bullshit. It's like the smartest people are the most insecure and the dumbest people are the most fucking arrogant. Make that shit make sense, bruh. It doesn't make any motherfucking sense. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see what these cards are saying. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Just like everybody, I don't want to say everybody, because some people are just big chilling and this Cancer moon has never felt better, but Sagittarius, you're really called to focus on any part of you that feels broken. All right? And make sure you're healing and uniting all parts of yourself. Hexagram, the masculine, the feminine, the water, the fire. You know, do I need to explain it? Like, be bold, be courageous, strive, be intentional, but also be receptive, sensual, and magnetic, and loving. Okay? Love and will, exemplary will, unconditional love. Match those together, man. That is the great fucking work. Oh, oh. I'm about to jump out of my body, bro. That shit made my heart fucking... Oh, god damn, that shit's so good. I say, baby, give me more, goddess. I want your love. I need it. Y'all, I got Pluto in the third house of Sagittarius, and I should stop talking about it because I'm about to get my freak off no diddy to this knowledge, man. That shit gets me, oh shit. Anyway, the message for Sag is to believe in yourself. If you're gonna invest belief in anybody, believe in you. Remember self-mastery. Reiki energy keeps coming up, so maybe you want to consider energy healing to deal with these traumas, whatever the fuck got your past all fucked up. And let's be honest, man, that's what it's saying. You know, and I'm recognizing we're different people, so not everybody has a fucked up past. But if you are resonating with that, you know, it's saying get some energy healing. Start working on the chakras. Start stretching your body. Start doing yoga. Start meditating. Start taking care of yourself a little better, okay? On the deepest level, because like Sag, for you guys with that moon in the 8th, it says take care of your goddamn soul. You hear me? Take care of your goddamn soul. You really are the soul. Some people forget about that shit, man. And it's easy to forget, you know, because we're so focused on survival, but you are the soul. Okay? Like, where do you go after you leave? And where did you come from, first of all? It's the soul. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. So I'm getting it's forgiveness energy. This is Pisces moon energy in the 12th. Just letting it go back into the universe, letting that become a wave in the ocean, a drop in the bucket. Confidence is super key for these Sagittarius. I'm really seeing it. Don't be doubting yourself. Don't be a reckless crash out or, you know, an evil person wanting destruction and cruelty, but be confident. Protect your energy. Recognize that you fucking matter, Sagittarius. That's the message you're meant to receive, man. It's like some of you guys are having identity struggles right now. For what reason? I don't know. Where Pluto at? Pluto in the 3rd? Yeah, it makes sense. You gotta have a more powerful conversation with yourself. You gotta speak power into yourself. You gotta really fight for your identity. Identity is somewhat of an illusion, guys. Do recognize that. But, you know, while you're renting your body, pick a powerful identity. All right? And that came from the crown. Let's see what's going down. The fucking crown. Cather. Yeah. I know that's right. So, 3rd time. It's the charm, man. Fuck. This is the 3rd reading with the sacral in reverse. And this is saying Cancer, full moon for Sag. It's 11-11 as I say this. Learn to feel good, Sagittarius, in a genuine way, not an artificial way. I'm talking like, have fun, everything in moderation, indulgence with restraint. But if you consistently need to smoke that fucking pen or fiddle your goddamn diddle like the devil went down to Georgia or fucking scroll for 13 hours to actually feel good, maybe you need significant lifestyle changes. Maybe you need to eat some fucking fruit. You ever ate an orange? You ever touched grass? You ever breathe air? Fuck, dude. That shit feels so good. It feels so good. You ever just made yourself laugh? Like, gang, I recommend if you're watching this replay, pause the video and just try to laugh. Just make a laughing sound, because some people, it's like life gets hard, bro, and you can be like down in the dumps, but literally just say ha 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 ha. And I'm forcing it right now because I'm in front of y'all, but I'm telling you, man, if I literally just, because I'm trying to explain this, but like if you just literally say ha 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 ha, you're gonna start to actually bust your ass and laugh. It's gonna be amazing. You can create your own joy. That's my whole fucking point, man. And don't be, oh, it's too cringe. Bitch, you're cringing and I'm having a good fucking time. So pick your fucking battle. Pick your poison. There's no battle. You might need a fucking meme every now and then, you know, to actually make yourself smile. Like I say, indulgence with restraint. Every now and then, you gotta literally do what you gotta do, man. You know, I'm not judging y'all. Well, maybe I am. I ain't gonna lie. So you hear, I don't know if you've been watching this whole video, but I'm like having arguments with myself intermittently, and it's like, yeah, there is some judgment being thrown around, but it comes from the intention of love. Anyway, we got the damn, I just want everybody to do well, man. I want this world to be fucking peaceful, man, and it's like, I gotta dig through all my crap with this fucking full moon in Cancer, damn. Anyway, I'm not perfect, nor will I ever be. But hey, we got the fucking Taurus energy, we got Mars in reverse. Some people want to destroy the fucking earth. I've been speaking on this, man. It's been coming up a lot in these readings, but and it's like, don't take this shit personal, because it's not about anybody. That's the real message I should have like said 10 times at the start of this video. This shit is not fucking personal, but we're all people, so we gotta take a piece of the pie. But a lot of these motherfuckers in life, they just want to destroy the goddamn earth, and that can't be your purpose. We've had enough cruelty, enough destruction. We've seen enough bullshit, man. So it's about being courageous. It's about being intentional. It's about making a better life for all of us. All right? Don't be mad at the fucking world. The world didn't do a goddamn thing to you. It was people. You know, it was confusion. It was principalities. It was illusions. It was ignorance. And sometimes there's just collective issues that we all got to take responsibility for. And that's a big discussion that needs more light shed on it. A lot of this stuff, nobody's to blame. Just life is hard for a lot of people, man. And that's just life. I appreciate that, Queen. Thank you for opening the window. That's awesome. We needed that. All right, one more card for the Sag. Pluto in the 6th house. Fight for peace. Every day. Be clear about why you're here. Live with intention. Here we got the infinity symbol. Oh, the soul, the 8th house. Man, I'm like, the energies are so awesome. I'm grateful to be able to give this reading. I gotta thank Spirit for this. Thank you so much, Spirit. And thank my Divine Mother that I get to exist in this form. How amazing. Santísima Muerte, thank you for protecting me and your devotees and helping us live our lives to the fullest. Queen of the dead, watch over us closely and help us live our lives to the fullest. Lead us to the path of true will and world peace, please, Queen. Guide us on our journey. Let's get it. Feels good. After that, you gotta throw some incense on the altar. Give me just 1 second. We're gonna move into Capricorn. Capricorn. And we bless our incense as an offering to Santísima Muerte, the Queen of the Dead. Thank you for living rent-free in my head. Yes. I'm just renting the body anyway, so let's share it. Let's kick it. Anyway, we got the, this is dope because it's gonna be the full moon in the 7th. So let me throw this on the altar and then we're gonna come right back to it. Yes. And you know what she said, Fire Family? She said, Mio, do 15 push-ups before you come back on the screen. And I said, yes, Mama. This will be at least 15. Why though? because you gotta be strong. Oh, and you know, spirit helps those that help themselves. So how are you gonna ask for strength and power and not give yourself that fucking gift? Make that make sense. Anyway, Capricorn energy, let's find it, let's get to it. Thank you, Queen. Should I speak on it? Saturn in Pisces. Yeah, let's speak on it. It's Saturn Pisces. Yeah, it's about time. Because, like, if you're asking spirit to do things you're unwilling to do yourself, you might be robbing spirit, ripping them the fuck off. Being a parasite is what that means. I heard somebody say, it was Wes Watson. He basically said, you're not supposed to get down on your knees and pray. You're supposed to be sent to your knees to pray. Like when you've tried everything, that's when you pray. And that empowered me. That's saying, use me as a vessel, fill me with understanding, give me the strength. Let me be an offering to spirit now. Fuck this weak ass, Lord, please give me $20. No, fuck that. Anyway, for the Capricorns, I like corn. I love corn. Corn. What is it? What is it? What it is? It's the goddamn moon in the 7th. So Capricorn, hey, this might be cutoff season or cuffing season if you really think about it. Polarity. So Capricorn, it's your time to shine. Sun in the 1st house. The moon is in the 7th house. So like I said, you may be having some people phase out of your life. Moon in your house of relationships. And beyond this, what I love about Capricorn energy right now is y'all are just feeling a better relationship with the world. In other words, feeling more peaceful. That's the priority. You're releasing fears around other people, releasing fears around relationships, releasing fears of love. That's awesome. I love that for y'all. It says Mars and Sag in the 9th. You guys are strong and powerful. Thank you, Chevy. That's beautiful. That Polaris, that North Star. What else is going on? Capricorn energy. You got Pluto going through your 2nd house right now, Capricorn. So it's about, again, integrity. It's about money, richness, self-reliance. Let's fucking go. And let's see what these cards are talking about. We're halfway through the wheel, man. How sad. We could loop the wheel forever if you wanted, actually. How cool would that be? So. The message I just got, like the thought was, for some of the Capricorn people, there's like no people left to cut off. Like, who am I supposed to cut off? There's nobody. I already did that. Got rid of all of them. Uranus in reverse. This says, you know, a lot of Capricorns, by their nature, they're more loners than most people. That's just kind of how they are. The number 8, there's power there. What else we got? You know, healing your emotions like everybody else. Do you have feelings, Capricorn? Some are like, nope. What are those? Nope. Never heard of it. Yes, you do. Don't you lie. You got feelings too, my guy. It's going to be really important that you feel them because connection is direction. Listen to your emotions. They have information for you. South Node in the 6th house. And also I'm getting that some of y'all may be dealing with haters. Fuck it, let them hate. Is that the 7th house for you? People trying to shit on your plans? You need haters, man. The world needs haters. And maybe one day we'll all become lovers, but hey, man, shine, do your thing, and if people don't like it, don't let it stop you. man, it couldn't stop you. If you really had a great purpose, it literally could not stop you. We got the crown chakra in reverse for the Capricorn people right now. And this says that a lot of y'all may be feeling really disconnected from the universe, feeling like you're in the wrong space in the wrong time. Saturn Pisces fucking up your mind, 3rd house. That's crazy, do the math. Cap, Aquarius, Pisces. Wow. Yeah, and I see in the past, y'all just off in your own world, basically. So if you haven't been meditating, Capricorn, that's where you start. You need to actually balance that crown chakra, because not only does your connection to spirit come from there, your direction from spirit comes there as well. Did you hear me say connection is direction? That's what I mean. Okay. We got the sun energy, so it looks like a bright future for you. It looks like good times ahead. This looks like prosperity, success, recognition for some of y'all children, happiness, the good life, the lifestyle by your design, freedom, financial freedom, location freedom, time freedom, freedom in love, you getting to be happy. That's the way this story ends. That's fucking amazing. I'll ring the bell again. Hell yeah. Heavens yeah. And that's crazy. As I roll the dice, Leo sun, 11th house. Freedom, dude. Freedom and joy. The freedom to experience your joy. How cool is that? Man, that's the life we want to live, isn't it? Getting to be yourself, being around your friends, people that love you and support you and cherish you. That's what this lunation cycle is bringing, Capricorn. So if you have to release people, and I'm also seeing this, like some of y'all don't see eye to eye spiritually. That's why you have to let go of some of these people. Or kind of similar to, and I want y'all to kind of see this as we go through the whole zodiac, if you've been watching me the whole time. Like the energies don't just shift abruptly. There's like a gradient shift, you know, because each one is adjacent. So like this feels a lot like Sagittarius energy, where what we had to say to them was like, you know, a lot of your limiting beliefs are gonna have to go. Everything blocking your goddamn crown is gonna have to go. Your relationship with God is gonna have to change too. You feel me? That's the truth. Let's keep it all the way true with you guys. It's like love. Love is the answer. Cancer energy is coming out here too. You got Cancer in your 7th house. Receive the love of the universe, gang. That's what that's saying. And I like this tree of life in reverse, and that just tells me that you guys are super real, Capricorn. You understand the value of the material world, and you live in it. And to me, when I look at this Ouroboros clarifying the sun, that looks like infinite abundance. That looks like you being, you know, on your favorite ride. You can ride that forever if you really wanted to. You know, you being the master of your own fate is what that looks like. Look at that shit. How crazy is that? You protecting your purpose. You protecting your own energy. Don't be ashamed and don't feel guilty, because I feel deep in my heart, man, I'm feeling guilt energy. People are upset that they have to cut other people off, man, but it's like, if someone wants to make you play small, who are you helping by playing small or playing to somebody's weakness or insecurities? Catering to somebody's weakness often is the worst thing you can actually do for them. And this is a nuanced message, so it needs to be applied correctly, because context will dictate strategy, but sometimes catering to someone's weakness is the most evil thing you could do for the world. And fuck this Neptune Pisces victim culture. It's bullshit. It's lost, it's delusional, it's not helping people. Yes, people suffer, but some people are implicit in creating their own suffering. Why the fuck should we have compassion for them? They create their own bullshit. Disconnect from them. And then we'll have more energy for those that actually need help. Some people are just energy vampires, and they cry the loudest, crocodile fucking tears. Protect your energy from these weirdos. Especially with Mars and Cancer, man, people want to throw their guilt around and be like, oh, you're not doing it for you either. Why the fuck should I do it for you? Make that shit make sense. Bro, it's like, I've literally had this shit come on my readings, my lives before, and it's like, shit interrupts the whole flow of things, and it's emotional manipulation. It's actual emotional abuse. People be like, you're ignoring my, like, first of all, I'm doing a paid reading. You're ignoring my comments. I'm on the edge and you're ignoring me. It's like, first of all, I'm working. Second of all, I don't fucking know you. And third of all, you're projecting guilt on me, trying to get me to do something. Bitch, love yourself, for fuck's sake. I don't fucking know you. And also, I'll be like, and fourth of all, don't do that shit to anybody fucking else. Love yourself, bitch. Quit asking other people to do it for you, bitch. Fuck off. That's demonic. It's bullshit. Quit asking God to do it too. God's tired of hearing you bitch about shit you won't fix for yourself. The message for Capricorn is disconnect. Raku. Raku, Raku, Raku. So, hey Capricorn, I hope you found power in this reading, because you need power, love, and wisdom. And I kind of feel like with all this Pisces energy in the cosmos, we have an abundance of love and wisdom, but we need more motherfucking power in order to wield this shit appropriately, or not become weak in our mercy. Anyway, let's talk about, yeah, that part. Let's talk about Aquarius. Spooky, scary, hilarious. Crazy, spooky, hilarious. Where the fuck, there it is. Okay, boom. So you know what else we're gonna do, gang? Gonna move the chart. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get fucking strong. You already know what's about to go down. Because leadership only happens by example. I'm not about to tell you how to be strong. I'm about to show you how the fuck to be strong. You gotta slow down and feel the pain. Hell yeah. Shit feels so fucking good. Let's go. All right, so this shit right here, this shit right here, it's the moon in the 6th house. What'd that mean? Let's talk about it. So, we got the sun transiting the 12th and the moon full in the 6th house. And what that means, Aquarius, it's about chasing your dreams. It's about you building your actual reality. Some of the Aquarius people might have dropped off the face of the earth, which they're probably gonna do again. But in Capricorn season with the sun in the 12th, where the fuck did they go? Ain't no telling. So with the moon in the 6th, this has everything to do with you releasing fears around security or service, or your job, your vocation. Some of you guys might actually just quit the motherfucking job in general. 6th house can be enemies too, so I want to acknowledge, like, it's about not giving a fuck about these haters, man. Using their energy for leverage. Yep. Says Venus in the first. It's about you loving yourself, Aquarius. You know Pluto's in your sign, right? It's time for the power to be around you. Just like Libra, that I said earlier, it's about y'all being self-obsessed. Yeah. Like, let me break it down. Pluto and Mars is saying for you to be oriented towards service, but be self-obsessed, Aquarius. That's the message. if I could really speak to the bottom line of power within your chart, that's what it is. Be service-oriented but self-obsessed. Like, that's the collective message right now, gang. That's crazy. Because where Pluto goes, we have to fucking adapt. You understand? It's a collective effort. So I'm gonna say it again. Service-oriented, self-obsessed. Because if you have no motherfucking self, you can't even serve. Pluto in the 1st, Mars in the 6th. Service-oriented, self-obsessed. So another thing about the 6th house full moon, Aquarius, is it's going to be releasing things that hold back your health. Bad habits, addiction, escape. Just these weak ass patterns you choose to participate in for no fucking reason other than comfort. Complacency or just indolence or apathy. Fuck that shit. It's not helping anybody, not even you. It's hurting you and it's hurting the world a lot too. It's the negligence that we got to cut out of our lives. People hate this fucking message because they benefit from laziness. Fuck these lazy people. Curse these fucking lazy people. May they be cursed. May their lives get harder so they actually make a fucking change. Yeah, I'll call the enemy out, man. It's a lack of discipline, a lack of discernment. These people want to do the least and get the fucking most. It's evil. These fucking babies, these whiny ass fucking babies. I'm tired of people fake caring about shit. It's insane. These are the same motherfuckers that try to weaponize their guilt. Fuck them. Curse them. Fuck these people. They don't deserve success, and their lack of results is proof of their motherfucking confusion. People just want misery. They just want company for their misery. It's bullshit. But Aquarius, I see you on the road to success. I see you growing. I see you glowing. I see you thriving. Having your cake and eating it too. Letting your rich, abundant life inspire other people. And you also being generous with your energy because, yet again, service-oriented, self-obsessed. Okay? This shit is cold. I love it. I love it so much. This makes me so happy. And the cool thing is, it feels good to my body. It feels good to my heart. It feels good to my mind. And it feels good to my soul. It feels fucking amazing. So good. Anyway, we got 7 in reverse. That's like Saturn energy. You know, fuck the past, man. We don't live there. We got 9, completeness within yourself, mastering yourself. We got Libra in reverse. That's Aries energy. You know, not giving such a fuck about appearances and, you know, vanity. About the intention, about the purpose. That's what matters. And I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. This is some raw primal shit I feel in my stomach, but it's like, Aquarius, if it ever comes down to it where it's you versus them, choose you. Make it make sense. Thank you, May. Like, if it's ever me versus you, you better fucking believe I'm picking me. You hear me? Why the fuck would I choose anything else? I don't see the virtue in choosing the other things. It hardly ever comes down to that, guys. But if it ever does, you choose yourself, okay? Why? Let me tell you why. Self-preservation is the #1 law of nature. So self-destruction is the #1 crime of nature. Don't fucking do that. All right. There's plenty of healing to go around, man. We can all take our share. Got the tree of life in reverse. It's like, are we going up or are we going down? Some of us are actually having to break out of our morality systems, belief systems, you know. What we thought was good in the past might not be good and might be what's holding us back. You know, this martyr ass culture, man. That's kind of what I'm feeling it as. Because I was saying a lot of this is not personal. It can be even deeply collective. Impulses are really important to understand. Your instincts actually hold knowledge and understanding as well. And the thing I'm kind of speaking on right now, which I need to say more directly, is you can't fight against nature. You literally just can't do that. I mean, you can. You'll lose that fight every fucking time. So we got the 12, that's Pisces, clarifying this Libra. It's like God will have mercy and bless those that are strong and brave enough to free themselves from the chains of their own willful ignorance. And that's as far as it fucking goes. Some people like to suffer, and that's a conversation many are not ready for. But if you don't like to suffer, man, live your best life. Choose a different road. And protect yourself. Learn to move militant. Learn to practice self-defense. And don't become a casualty of other people's wars against themselves. Don't become a casualty of this fucking world. Alright? Life is dangerous, man. It's a miracle we all made it this far. It's crazy. I rolled it three times, and 2 out of the 3 times for Aquarius energy, it's been Venus in the first. Self-love. Self-love, self-respect, self-preservation, gang. That's what it is. Deep self-love. Service-oriented but self-obsessed. Yo, I want to tattoo that shit on my chest. That shit goes so deep. That's really the guys, like I'm telling you, this seems like infinitesimal. This is a full moon reading for the Aquarius right now. But I'm telling you, man, I'm really reading off the Mars and Pluto right now. And that's crazy. Like, that's the mood for the next 20 years at least. I'll repeat this shit over and over and over again until it stops making sense, okay? Let's lock back in. So we got Mars, our orientation, the power within you. Use it and wield it wisely. Fatima, protect yourself. I was talking about this shit just a second ago. Practice self-defense. The only motherfuckers that are gonna advocate against self-defense are either confused or they're motherfucking predators. And we got Yesod, which says, trust this universe, man. Trust the higher powers, but don't... It's very Aquarius. It's like trust... In the Aquarius soul, the Aquarius says, trust nobody. Trust yourself, bro. And that's about it. Trust your motherfucking self. All right? And when things are totally out of your control, completely, then you trust the universe. All right? In that motherfucking order. This has been a trip. Hey, of course it was Tippereth on the top of your fucking sphere. Top of your reading, Aquarius says, sacrifice. That's a service orientation, bro. Like, look at that. How crazy is that? Tippereth energy. Dedication to the great work. You're either all in or you're all the fuck out. There's no 2 ways about going about it. Those are the 2 ways. That's the only way you can do it. You're either all the fuck in or you're all the fuck out. Make a decision. Which one is better? All in or all out? You're literally, I'm asking you, does everything matter or does nothing matter? And your nihilism and cynicism is not a profound remark on existence. So make it make motherfucking sense. Give a fuck about your life and your life will be beautiful. And that's the beauty. You are magic, man. Look at that pentagram. You have the power to create and destroy in your fucking hands. All right, so let's create some love. Let's create world peace. How about that? Does that sound like a good idea? Can we do this? And anybody who advocates against it is either mentally ill, confused, or they're addicted to hatred. And curse the hatred addict's soul. May they learn to love themselves, man. Bullshit. I'm tired of seeing it, man. My name means war, by the way. Welcome, Mark David Meyer, to the Fire family, because fuck, man. I will burn this shit to the ground if we can't cooperate, man. But I can't do that at the same time because we need this world. God bless. We bless this world with love. We bless this world with peace. Yes, we do. Aquarius, I love the fuck out of you. And Aquarius is human energy. I love you. Okay? So don't mistake my passion or my aggression for hatred. And I own my emotions, man. So I'm willing to hate and own that part of myself. What I motherfucking hate is all this abundance of fear, this confusion, this willful ignorance, and I hate this fucking artificial separation. That's what I motherfucking hate. I know my enemy. All right? Let's talk about the Pisces. You gotta know your enemy in order to fight the actual good fight, gang. Whew. But I see with the Aquarius, the last thing I'm seeing is a bunch of stars, man. And people actually rising above and being the example they want to see in the world, being the change. You guys know what time it is? It's time to move the fucking chart. And it's gonna put the full moon in the 5th house. And you know what we do right now? You already fucking know. We get stronger. Because the world needs more strong people. What's really fucking crazy, guys, is that good times create weak people. And weak people create really bad fucking times. And bad times create really strong people. And strong people create really good times. And these good times create really fucking weak people. So if you're having a good time, at least be strong. If you're having a bad time, be fucking strong. Be fucking strong. Alright. Let's talk about the Pisces. Okay, Pisces time. Feels good to be strong. Fuck yeah, it does. So this puts the full moon in the 5th house. Let's get down with the get down. It's not easy being a Pisces, let me tell you guys. Y'all are hyper emotional, which is a good thing, but it can be hard. So the 5th house is about you. It's about what holds you back, right? And this is actually really funny because we just did Aquarius. And if you want to really talk about that Pluto-Mars conversation, right now it's saying for the Pisces to be self-oriented, Mars, but collective obsessed, Pluto in the 12th. Same thing. Same fucking thing. Anyway, Pisces, what's holding you back from your true expression? Full moon in the 5th house. It's time to release that shit now. The sun is transiting your 11th. It's time for freedom. It's time for you to be a leader. Set an example for the world. You got Venus and Saturn in the 1st, which says you need to love yourself, you need to master yourself, and to love yourself again. All right. And it means self-sabotage is not self-love. And when the self-love is motherfucking real, the self-sabotage stops. All right. Now I'm gonna speak up when I say that. When the self-love is real, the self-sabotage stops. All right. Actions speak a lot louder than words. Let's get to it. So cut those bad habits off. Quit escaping your life. The only way out of your pain is through the pain. Running doesn't do a goddamn thing. You're just gonna get your feet hurt. Saturn in Pisces. And truth be told, for a lot of you guys, you have to set the appropriate boundaries because you're so deeply connected to so much and everything. You have to know when to say enough is enough and draw the line. All right? That's what Saturn talks about too. Saturn energy. I'm telling you guys, some of y'all, it's like some of these issues, you may be barking up the wrong tree and thinking about changing things in your lifetime that have existed since the dawn of fucking time. Some of y'all might be fighting against human nature. And that's not gonna work. You gotta learn to work with it, work around people sometimes, man. Pisces, you got this shit, man. Your cards look good. We got Saturn, self-mastery, Ouroboros. Wee! He eat his own ass, essentially is what that said. If you look really closely. What do they call that? There's a word for that. It's not it's auto something. But anyway, you got the third eye in reverse. Oh Lord, so that's what he's eating. That's fucked up. Anyway, bruh, that's really fucked up. The more I think about that, I'm making jokes I don't even understand until I hear myself talk. That's fucked up. Anyway, the third eye is clairvoyance. That talks about seeing your dreams before they manifest. All right, working on your psychic development, Pisces. And I really think this was awesome. I had a reading, so I'm telling you where I got this information from first. I had a reading some years ago for a psychic who had been doing psychic work for decades. And they told me the real secret to psychic development is just understanding what is your energy and what's not. Boom. Really cool. So meditations are really key, man. Sitting your fucking ass down and meditating, root chakra in reverse. I mean, and there's a lot to unpack there, dude. Some of us have actual traumas in the root. Some of us, our trauma is just that we sit too much on a daily basis, but some of us have, financial issues that have caused us to feel unstable or live in fear. Some of us have had sexual issues that have wounded our soul. So we got to work on this root chakra. And if you really think about it, gang, it doesn't matter how open your third eye is if your root is blocked. Think about a pyramid. Think about a house. It's like, bro, imagine trying to put the ceiling on before you even built the foundation. That doesn't even make any sense. All right? Some of y'all are too woke for your own good. And I say quote unquote because you're really just confused. I'm not trying to be a dick, but shit. A lack of results is evidence of confusion. It's proof of confusion. So who the fuck do you got confused, Pisces? Asunda, focus on the parts of you that feel broken. I'm not trying to be a dick, man. Pretend like you were giving yourself this message because we're one spirit, we're a universe. Take the message that empowers you and leave all the other messages. Only listen to a message that empowers you. So you got Mars energy, power. Be brave in this life, man. Know that you alone possess the power to create and sustain your path. You are a goddess. You are a god in the fucking flesh. Affirm that shit. Say it with your chest. I am a god on this earth. I create my life. No one else creates my life. I create my life. I am a fucking god. And that's the truth. And where's that God power that God gave you? It's in your imagination. It's in your ability to see this reality before it becomes. Take that aligned action. You can have what you want in this world, truly. So Pisces, what's up with this 5th house full moon? I think this is about releasing personal insecurities. The 5th house is a fire house too, guys. So it has a lot to do with our life force energy. It has a lot to do with our vitality, our virility. So, hey man, you gotta be strong. I see 10th house Pluto Virgo. And hey, the message I'm getting from this Pisces is the world is not out to get you. You need to understand that. The world is you pushed out. And if you're too inoculated by fears, you can't see the love. All right? And that's for real. And I want to speak on this too, man, about like Pisces polarity energy. Because I'm hearing the questions that are coming through in response to my message is, what do I do about this fear? I gave the answer earlier, so I'm gonna try to go back full circle and connect these things, man. But it's like your only fear is a caution over a real present danger. Fear and anxiety are not the same thing. Anxiety is an imagined future danger, but fear is caution over a real present danger. So when you're afraid of something, it's because you think, believe, or feel it has power over you. The solution is to become more powerful, is to run towards your fears, confront your fears. It sounds counterintuitive because fear triggers us with this feeling of danger. Why the fuck would I want to run towards my fears? Take this how it resonates, because context dictates strategy. Context dictates strategy. Some things you don't run the fuck towards. You telling me I should go run into the grizzly bear's cave and confront that fucking fear? No, stay the fuck away from the grizzly bear, because that's a fight you lose every fucking time. Make it make sense, okay? But if you're afraid to walk the streets at night, maybe you gotta keep that thing on you. Maybe you need to take self-defense classes. If you're afraid of falling short in the eyes of God, maybe fuck your religion then, or your limited beliefs, or maybe just ask God for clarity and question who the fuck you're praying to also. All right, God needs your love. God doesn't need your fucking fear. So if you're afraid of God, you might be talking to a demon for real. I'm just keeping it a buck with you, man. Because I've seen too many of my brothers and sisters possessed by demons, bro, that call themselves the Holy Spirit, that sit around churches, that speak to you while you're in the pew. I've seen too many of it. I've been there my motherfucking self. To tell you, man, God doesn't need your fucking fear. God needs your love. God needs your trust. How can you trust and fear shit at the same time? You can't. So God really needs you to trust yourself, basically, is what I'm saying. And have a vision for the world that's beautiful. Have a vision for your life that's beautiful. Can you picture yourself winning with everybody? Can you picture this world at peace? It's easy to get so wrapped up in the bullshit, man, in the fire and the flames and the destruction and the calamity and the racism and the bigotry and the hypocrisy and the tyranny and the systemic oppression and the fucking bullshit. Just recognize this is all low vibrational energy. This is all just a wave in the ocean. So let's create a better wave. Let's just see it right now. And let's make a habit, a practice of seeing a better world, okay? And living in the reality that you want to live in. Teaching people the power of their intent, the power of their actions, the power of their words, and do your best every day and recognize that's more than enough, all right? And that's one thing I gotta speak on for you guys, is that some of y'all feel like your best effort is not enough, and that's crushing. It's defeating before you even start. So you gotta recognize you're enough, Pisces. In the deepest level of your being, you gotta recognize you are enough. You are not flawed by design. The universe doesn't make motherfucking mistakes. All right, God doesn't make mistakes. The goddess doesn't make mistakes, however you wanna put it. You're not a mistake. The crown chakra coming out for you guys too, which says you gotta realize you're one with all things. There's already harmony in this world. We live in this world of duality, causality, and movement, rhythm, vibration. So it's like, there's gonna be some rough waves, man. That's the truth. Sometimes things will be a little bit unstable, but you're just where you need to be. Trust the process. All right, let's crown the reading off, man. And y'all really gotta look at your powers of visualization, because some of these are being blocked up right now, Pisces. It's like, and I want to speak on this too in context of the moon cycle that we're going through right now. A lot of this revolves around self-image, and I can feel it in my aura. I can feel it in my temple, my first house. It's like some of us have been insulted too many times. I love being an empath, man, truly, because I can feel the energies of other people. Really what I'm getting is like so many people got insulted so many times to the point where they started to identify with those insults and started to think that you were a loser, or that you were an idiot, or like that you were stupid or fat or ugly or lazy or whatever the fuck it is. It's like, quit buying into other people's bullshit limitations. Stop buying into your own limitations. Stop identifying with your problems. Stop identifying with other motherfuckers' problems too, man. Because some of this is not even your energy that you're identifying with, which is heartbreaking, man, because you're blaming yourself for some shit you didn't fucking do. Good God. What the absolute fuck? Bruh, this shit got me scratching my head, bro. This shit is fucked up. It's crazy. Free your heart, Pisces. You carry enough. You got the biggest heart, so let some of this shit go, okay? They told me to flip it. They told me to flip it. Oh, fuck yeah. So you gotta find your voice, Pisces. I love y'all so motherfucking much, man. This is a mantra. E-I-O. Try that mantra, guys, because some hear me say you need mantra, but try it out. That one's a really good one. And it's not because of what you're saying, it's because of the way it sounds when you say it. It's the vibration itself. E. These are Greek letters. E, iota, that's the sun. A is the moon. Alpha, and then omega is Saturn. O. E-I-O. It's the way your body feels when you say it. I'm telling y'all, if y'all just took 7 deep breaths and let each exhale be the full mantra, your life would change. You'd banish energies in your space. And the vision I just got was like a dirty table, like a table covered with like sawdust. And if like the table was buzzing or there was like an earthquake, all this dust would shake off the table. So that's why y'all should really consider mantra. And your positive affirmations are gonna work the same exact way when you learn to use your voice. And also, you got 2 cards for your crown for the spread. So one of them said use your mantras, Pisces, and the other one said to look at the parts of your life in the physical world that need adjustment. Yes, there's the spirit world and the physical world, but they're the same thing, man. And it's kind of like, this is confusing. So like, take your time with this shit, because everything in the physical world has a spiritual counterpart, but not everything in the spiritual world has a physical counterpart. So that's the reason we're motherfucking here, gang, is that you actually have to descend into matter to start building up the spirit, all right? So I could keep speaking on this. Descension is ascension. Some of you Pisces keep trying to escape your life because you're so connected to spirit and oneness, you just want to be back in that energy. And you forgot the whole reason you came here. Yeah, and it's hard. Take your time, man, because it's like, for some of you guys, you spent decades of your life connected to, emotionally connected to that idea of oneness and wholeness, which is awesome. But some of y'all, that became a fantasy, an escapist pattern too. So it's like, you got to take your motherfucking time, gang. And for some, I'm gonna just call it as I'm seeing it. For some, this even is intrinsically wrapped up in some of your addictions, which may take years for you to confront because you've taken years to build them too. All right, take your motherfucking time and just do your best. Your best is enough. And that sucks because a lot of your best effort doesn't impress you. So you got to be more compassionate to you, fam. For real. The universe loves the fuck out of you, man. That's the thing that you got to understand. Spirit's protecting you. Spirit gives a fuck about you. You're here for a reason. Pisces, I love the shit out of you, man. You got to take your time. All right. It's not easy being a Pisces, man, and it's fucked up because you guys are so sensitive and so sweet, and y'all genuinely see the world different than other people. And because of that, it's a type of loneliness a lot of people don't understand. It's a type of loneliness a lot of people don't fucking understand. I'm speaking from the South Node in Pisces, bro. Lifetimes of this shit, dude. I see you. I got you. And you got you, more importantly. And this too shall pass. Anything you're going through, you know, you've probably been through this 3 times already. You just forgot. It's going to be A to the okay. And I'm also feeling for a lot of you Pisces, like, because really, the chakra system works, you know, the same way. Foundation first. It's like y'all got a lot of, yeah, your womb is hurting. Even my men out here, dude, your womb, it's like you gotta open up that sacral. And my best advice is the upward dog or the cobra pose. Check me out, gang. I'm literally about to do the next fucking push-ups. We're gonna move to Aries, and I'm gonna do the push-ups and show you the fucking pose too, man, because I need y'all to be well. Seriously, we gotta get rid of this negative energy. Anyway, let me put Aries on the thing. Hey, there's my Aries rising. I see you, girl. You know I love the fuck out of you. So we're speaking to Mars right now. Where's Aries? And these yoga poses may not feel the best. Exercising might not feel the best, but you're getting stronger. So know and understand that. So we're gonna start with some exercise. Why? You know why. I told you 3 times already, man. But then I'm gonna show you the pose. We got the yoga mat right here. Anyway. Oh, damn. Yo, I knocked my moonstone out, but that's the cost of doing business. And slow control movements are best. They say slow motion is better than no motion. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Alright? Alright, boom. That's decent, but check me out. Check me out, especially for the Pisces, because this shit came up in your reading. What I need y'all to do is lay the fuck on your tummy. Alright? Straighten the legs. Put your hands under your shoulders. And Lily, like, imagine you were a baby, like, crawling on the fucking floor, goo goo gaga, and you just lifted your head for the first time, and you're like, whoa. Damn, that's what's up. And the stretch, you should feel the stretch right here. So that's the goal. Is you may need to kind of walk the hands back a little bit, look up. Focus on directing the breath into that part of you that's tense, tight. And chances are 9 times out of 10, almost 99 out of 100, if your sacral's blocked up, your root is blocked too. That's just how this shit works. You may need to cat-cow that shit. You may need to upward dog, downward dog. Do what you gotta do. See what I do for y'all. See what I do for me. Good things. That's motherfucking righteous. Anyway, let's get back to it. Follow that talking to do it. Aries energy, we about that action. My Aries, let's get to it. Whew. And this is really, bro, like the synchronicities are hitting hard, man. I love being an astrologer because I can speak the language of the stars. You can too. If you can speak English, count to 12 and draw a circle, you can be an astrologer. Thank you, Queen. That's my sister, Eva. Anyway, Aries, you guys have Pluto in the 11th, Mars in the 4th, plus the full moon in the 4th. So this says to be emotionally oriented, but collectively obsessed. All right? Pluto Aquarius energy. Focus on the greater good. Focus on the future. Focus on freedom. Be obsessed with your freedom. Be obsessed with the world's freedom, okay? So this is actually really interesting, having the full moon in the 4th house. This is going to be very similar to the Cancer Rising's reading at the very beginning, because we're almost full circle. We got about 3 more. Aries, Taurus, Gemini. But this full moon is going to bring up issues from your personal life, from your past even. Whether it's in the family, like mom and dad or siblings, or just your insecurities about yourself and life. Fears are going to be confronted too, Aries rising. And Cap season, this is the sun in your 10th, so I know you guys are trying to organize your future, trying to build your goals and be really locked in. Some of y'all are focused on your business more now than ever and just glowing up in every part of your life, busy as fuck. And the moon is in the 4th, so it's about learning to nurture yourself and care for yourself. Take utmost care of yourself, all right? And not having any reservations to your self-love, okay? Aries rising people, they're the most raw and powerful people, truly. And they're leaders, they go first. They like to take charge. These are some of the best leaders, guys, truly. And I know a lot of these people are about to step up because a lot of people have Saturn in Aries as well. And regardless, Saturn is going to Aries next. So it's about stepping up and leading the world, really. If you really think about those archetypes, that's what it means. Also getting your head out of your own ass, too. I bet 3 years from now, when I'm reading about the full moon in Cancer, my heart is going to be a lot lighter and more full of love, less pain, less strife, less bullshit. But you know, man, you don't get any do-overs in life. You just got to take it and play the cards you're dealt. All right? So the funny thing is, I rolled the dice for you guys, and it just reminded me that there's Saturn in your 12th house. That's literally what that says. Whew. Saturn in the 12th, man. Some of you guys feel alone in this world, going through hard times, man. It sucks, but some of you Aries people are doubting if the universe even cares about you, supports you, or loves you at all. And that's rough, man. That's cold. Because, bro, like, if that's even half true, that makes y'all think, why am I even here? Why do I even exist? What's the fucking point? Maybe I shouldn't exist. And it's like, that's dangerous thinking, man. I'm gonna tell you. And stick around a while, please. Fuck around and find out how dope life can be. Alright? It always gets better, gang. Trust me, the future is better than the past. And why? I'll explain. I'll substantiate the claim. The past is unchangeable. Can't go back. The future can always change through what we do today. And there lies your joy, the eternal now. You create this life, create a beautiful one. And truly, Aries, I feel it. My spider senses are tingling, man. It's like the only reason you get bent out of shape is if you thought for some reason what you wanted didn't matter. So fuck that. What you want matters, okay? Your desires are your birthright. You better understand that shit. And when I see Mars and the moon full in your fourth, it's like, yo, open up that damn heart. Love yourself enough to live your life to the fullest. There's no value in living a small life or a broken life or a loveless life or an aimless life. Choose to live your life to the fullest. All right, and I'll even elaborate. Health, wealth, love, and happiness. Eat well, sleep well, breathe well. Maybe drop the vape. Maybe take your time, because some of y'all didn't start it in a day. Health, wealth. Start saving your money, dude. It feels good to be balling. Start investing this money. Bro, some of y'all are not depressed. You just need $10,000. Like, no bullshit. I know some of my Aries can feel this shit. Some of y'all are not depressed. You just don't have money. And that's why you think your life is fucked up. It's like, nah, dude, if you didn't have these financial problems, would you feel so bad about your life? Would your self-worth be... I mean, first of all, you should not be putting your self-worth in money or anything material, but it's like that could literally solve the problem for some people. And broke conditions really are preceded by broke thinking. And I'm gonna say, some of us were born broke, so that doesn't apply to you, but it's not your fault if you're born broke. If you want to die broke, that's on you. All right? Don't die broke. Die rich and die with generational wealth for your kids. That's beautiful. We can all do this shit, man. The world is abundant and rich. We can all live freely. Fuck anybody who says no, because that's a weak, scared idea. Universal sustainable abundance is possible. Fuck this dualistic world. Some of you Saturn Aries people gotta get your head out of your own ass, man, because some of y'all believe that someone has to lose for someone to win. That's not necessarily true. You hear me? That's really the truth. Maybe that shit worked in the animal kingdom where we had to eat zebras and fucking crocodiles and whatever the fuck, but it's like, y'all, we can literally grow meat in labs now, which is a scary, weird fucking thought. I don't know, like, I'll let y'all try the lab meat first, but it's like, that's the point. It's like, we could literally sustainably farm this world forever, dude, where we don't have to have people lose. We could all work together, everything would be fucking fine. And I'm speaking real Pluto and Aquarius right now, but hey, we'll get there. The future is a lot better. Anyway, I don't digress, man, because it's like y'all are visionaries, and this is kind of the picture you need to see at the same time. But when it comes to your personal life, guys, this fourth house full moon is really personal. And I don't mean to sound like a redundant, verbose, eloquentious idiot, but like, bro, what's holding you back from living a good life, Aries? That's the question. A lot of y'all is just attitude, if I could just call it how I'm seeing it. And these attitudes might be reinforced from past traumas. So like, hey, the message is the same. You gotta love yourself. We got Fatima in reverse. We got mastery. You're learning to master yourself, Aries. That's the whole point. That's your contribution to the world. This came out in the collective reading. That's not a coincidence. For Cancer energy, which I said is a lot like this one because it's full moon in the fourth, this is the same energy. Focusing on the future, we're gonna have more connection, more fun. That's what Gemini is really speaking about. How cool is that? So I'm getting, you guys might have been kind of guarded in the past, and I encourage you to do protect yourself, keep mastering yourself, and just focus on fun moving forward. Free your heart and let your true expression shine, okay? And this infinity in reverse says some of you guys have these unconscious patterns of being too defensive. So it's okay to be defensive, but just make sure you're doing this in a conscious way. All right? Now you got the 12 energy. And this is funny because, you know, it's your 12th house being lit up, Aries. A lot of Pisces energy, you know, a lot of emotion. For some of you Aries, you're feeling amazing. You've never felt better. You feel one with the universe. You're kicking it. You're chilling like a villain, man. But you are a good person still. You know, but you might be feeling shiesty still. Like, Aries are the coolest fucking people in the world, man. I'm telling you. They're literally so fucking dope. I've learned to be more, like, admiring than jealous, but I'm telling you, man, like, it's something about that Aries energy that it's like, don't you wish you could just have some of that for yourself, man? And I used to think that a lot, be like, damn, I wish I could be like these Aries. And I recognize, oh, I got Aries in my 8th house. So shit, I'm deep Aries. Like, oh Lord. I'm Aries in the soul. Oh God. I got enough, dude. I got enough to share. But these Aries people, man, they're inspiring. They're the leaders. You gotta understand that these people are the best. And that doesn't mean anybody has to be worse than them, but it just means that they're just raw as fuck. I mean, they could be the worst too at the same time. You know, it depends. What person do you want to be? That's your motherfucking choice. There's always going to be evolved and devolved versions of each sign. And truth be told, we all have each sign in our chart, all 12, regardless if you have planets. I don't have a damn planet in Aries, but it's still in my 8th house. You hear me? So I'm seeing the hexagram coming out too. And this says that, like, truth be told, for you guys to have more connection with others, you got to have a better connection with yourself. And you got to literally learn to play both sides of your fence, your masculine and your feminine. How to play offense and defense. You feel me? How to be willful and loving, Aries. That's the truth. And the hexagram says a lot about the body too, the chariot, the Merkaba. So, you know, powerful people have powerful bodies. I'll call it sober, fit, enlightened, and rich. That's Shiki Chic. He's actually an Aries too. Surprise, surprise. I'm on Maki. Kind of a dickhead, but he's a Aries himself. You know, no surprise. But anyway, sober, fit, enlightened, and rich means that you can give yourself those gifts, or you could be addicted, you could be out of shape, you could be stupid and broke. And what's the fun in that, man? That's in your control. Anyway, this is Pluto in the 8th. It's about power. It's about changing the world with your power. Let's get it. Live a good life, Aries. Live a good life. This is funny. In your past, it's saying has said in reverse. That's saying you guys aren't always for the right-hand path by design. You're more Mars energy. You're more Gabura than has said. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just how you guys are built. So it says that you guys have to work a little harder to keep it real with yourself, man, because some of you guys are tyrannical, or you're hypocrites, or you just do your own fucking thing, you know? So you do have to focus on service right now, gang. That's what's coming up. Keep it real with yourself, man. The only reason you'd be upset with this message is if it actually applies to you in some way. All right? Don't take anything personal and try to imagine that I'm you giving you this message. Because some of y'all just don't want to be told what the fuck to do, and y'all don't even listen to yourselves, man. So it's just like, you got to pretend like empowering advice comes from you in a gentle way, and then you'll be able to take it. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck with this moon in the 4th, is because some of y'all are still mad at your fucking dad. You're still mad at your motherfucking mom, and that's why you can't take your own advice. And for some that doesn't apply, but for others that's the motherfucking truth. That's how deep it goes. You're mad at your goddamn grandma and her mom. This shit has levels to it, man. You gotta take your time with it, man, and fuck the blame game, dude. This shit doesn't even, nobody wins it. Nobody wins the blame game, but also it's like you gotta have compassion for yourself too, man. Sometimes recognize like, hey, that might not have been you that first started bullying you as a kid, you know? You didn't bully your damn self, like what? Or maybe you did, I don't know what you did in your childhood, but anyway, like climb the tree of life, Aries. Be a good person. And then you'll have a lot of fun. And this also tells me, like the last card in your spread, gang, this is your uniqueness, your Uranus placement, your vibration needs to rise up, okay? And just by being a high vibe person and a smart person, an honest person, being the truth, you can easily free and liberate other people, gang. The reaction you might get from others may be kind of lame. How you guys got Jupiter in reverse twice, that's crazy. Hesed and Jupiter. And Jupiter rules Hesed, but anyway. Whew. What that says, man, and like, I'm scoffing because it's like nobody wants to hear this shit, bro. I don't even want to hear myself say it. I don't want to hear myself say it, but that's what the messages are saying, is that like, you guys are disobedient, insubordinate, hypocrites, and bigots, and some of y'all are racist ass tyrants, and you need to fucking change. Because that's making the world worse, just because you choose to be that way. And I doubt, I mean, somebody has all of those things at once. It may be just one of these things slightly, or maybe a couple of them, but it's like, please, for the love of God, quit being a dickhead. Fuck the artificial separation. The real virtue is obedience and humility. And you're like, fuck that, I don't submit to anybody. Submit to your higher self, man. That's actually what you want. Your higher self is the most evolved version of you, so just submit to that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking submitting to external authority or anybody fucking else's demands. Your higher self will tell you what to do all the time for the best and highest good of all with the least harm to everybody. That's the message, Aries. And this also says study your goddamn Jupiter, study your Pluto, study your Saturn, all that. Study yourself and recognize that your map of evolution is different than everybody else's. All right? And listen to your goddamn higher self and do those fucking stretches, okay? Because we're going to get into Taurus. I'll do one more roll for the Aries. Because that's basically it. It says Uranus in the 12th house of Virgo. So, like, it's got to be for the greater good. It can't just be for us, man. I asked somebody with a Saturn in Virgo, like, or a Saturn in Aries, bro, yesterday. I had a reading with a Saturn Aries person, and I was like, they kept asking me for advice, and I was like, well, what do you really want to do? Like, what's your actual goal? And I shit you not, this Saturn, and I love this person, but this Saturn Aries person said, dominate the world. And I was like, well, that's the most Saturn Aries shit I ever heard, right? Because they were talking about like career goals, lifetime goals. They said dominate the world, and I was just like, well, why? What for? What's the point? And they just dodged the question. I was like, do you want to dominate the world with love and kindness, compassion and integrity, or just wanton destruction and cruelty? And they're like, you're getting a little too deep, man. I'm like, no, that's actually the fucking question is what's motivating you? What possesses you to act that way? All right? Anyway, let's talk about Taurus. And then we'll go to Gemini and we'll close the wheel. Oh, Lord. This shit is hilarious, man. We got the Taurus energy, all right? Let me line the chart up and you guys know how this goes. Boom, boom. Spooky. So this puts the full moon in the 3rd house. That's where you guys have Cancer, because it's Taurus 1, Gemini 2, Cancer 3. All right, gang. We about to lock in. Man, and I got Saturn in Taurus. That's funny. I got Saturn in Taurus. So I'm sure I'll feel this in my motherfucking bones. Whoa. I gotta stop breaking my chairs. Or I'm gonna have to subscribe to the chair subscription. Fuck this chair. What are you saying fuck me for? Oh, I just popped my moonstone out again. But it's okay. We're willing to make sacrifices. It's alright. Alright. But I'm gonna put that shit back in for continuity's sake. Alright. Snap. Anyway. How is you vibing? Taurus energy, you having a good time? You care to share your goddamn snacks, Taurus? I said, no. No, I'm playing. We love the Taurus energy. Taurus is the earth, guys. If we didn't have Taurus, we wouldn't exist. You know that, right? Same could be said about all the signs, but this is the self-preservation instinct, the Taurus energy, if you really think about it. Aries is just experience itself, just life itself, but Taurus is the instinct to preserve it. Mars is like the cardinal fire. Taurus is the fixed earth, taking care of the foundation. Taurus is what makes you eat and sleep. There's a reason the moon exalts in Taurus, if you really think about it. Anyway, let's talk about it. Full moon in the 3rd, and that also means the sun is in the 9th for the Taurus people. And what that means is these people are focused on the big picture right now. Having fun, improving themselves. They might be studying, learning, traveling. Fuck yeah. So the moon in the 3rd, the full moon, this has everything to do with releasing communication blocks and, you know, negative thoughts and clutter. Whether that's in your mind or the environment, a lot of times it's both, because the environment is a reflection of your mind. And everything's energy. So let's see what else is going on. And if we want to speak to the power, Pluto in the 10th, Mars in the 3rd. So that says, I mean, first of all, if you want to look at it by sign, which applies to everybody, it's saying to be emotionally oriented, but collective obsessed, all right? Or you could even call it freedom obsessed, Aquarius obsessed, Cancer oriented. All right, but in terms of the houses for the Taurus people, this is gonna say that you wanna be success obsessed, 10th house Pluto, business obsessed, career obsessed, legacy obsessed, but communication focused, okay? So what is your message to the world, Taurus? That's really the question. When I'm looking at the 5th house Saturn on the dice, that also speaks on self-mastery. A lot of this is repetitive, man, because we're all people, and a lot of times we don't have to divide ourselves with bullshit, like especially our zodiac signs at all. All right, but I will just double down and say that this 3rd house full moon is really about getting your mind right, and also making sure you're in the right place or that you have the right vehicle. I'm looking at Libra in reverse in the past, and it just tells me you Taurus motherfuckers are very stubborn, which is beautiful too. Just kind of how it is. I don't want to say that you're not uncompromising, but things got to make sense to you, really. And I see Raku. This is about disconnecting. Y'all are really staying out the way, Taurus. That's cool. I love it. Like, y'all are the most chill people in the world. It's like you don't bother, for the most part, y'all don't bother anybody, or don't go out of your way to bother motherfuckers. You just try to chill out and eat your snacks and have a good time and live a good life. Everybody has Taurus energy, and I'm gonna say, like, you know, Taurus people can be possessive. We could all be possessive or jealous at times, man. So Taurus really just has to have their own, and they're gonna be A to the okay. So the message I'm getting for you guys, this is past. Currently, just focus on yourself. Get your own. Live well. Don't be afraid to communicate with people too. Halil in reverse. This really is about the physical plane. And that says, look at your physical life and see what needs to change. All right? And we got the fire element in reverse. Some of y'all might feel burnt out, tired. You need to have a vision. You need to raise your energy too, Taurus. Taurus can have a lot of inertia too. It's fixed. So that's challenging at times, but you got to work through that. We bless our incense as an offering to Spirit. Blessed be. As we cleanse and purify this space. Having a vision for your life. Yep, that's right. Number 12. What's up with Saturn Pisces? And I mean, like, hey, I think I said this just a second ago, but the message for the Taurus is get off your lazy ass and get it, man. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Do it. Just fucking do it. Yesterday you said tomorrow. Tomorrow, just fucking do it. All right? Tired of screaming at you, man. Make your dreams come true. Where the fuck is Shia LaBeouf's son? Is he a fucking Taurus? Shia LaBeouf natal chart. I'm sorry, y'all. This impulsive thought, intrusive thought. This motherfucker a Gemini. All right, close. Anyway, Geminis will tell you what's up. It said just fucking do it. Anyway, the power's in your mind, Taurus. That's real 3rd house moon energy. The power's in your mind. That's real Mars in the 3rd too, if you really think about it. What do we got? The hexagram. And that says focus on your body. Take care of yourself. I feel like I'm a broken record. Sometimes it's my Pluto in the 3rd. I think everything got to be so motherfucking deep. It doesn't have to be that deep. You got Pisces, man. Believe in yourself. Have a dream like MLK. Go after it. All right? I'm dreaming about world peace. I'm dreaming about equanimity. I'm dreaming about harmony. I'm dreaming about sex and all types of beautiful things. And we got Hode out here too. Make it make sense too, by the way. Make it make sense. Bro, like the dreams bro, I had a freaky ass dream this week where I turned into a staff and a wizard used me to summon a demon. That was a really good dream. Bro, it felt like sex, if I'm being honest. But it was like my whole spirit. It's like some of y'all need to get into your dreams, man, because sometimes they feel a little better than reality. But anyway, I digress. I had to share that with somebody. I didn't have to. I could have kept that to the grave, but I just wanted to say it. But anyway, we got Hesed in reverse. Oh, Lord. Okay, and Lord said, what are you asking me for? That's Jupiter energy. So Taurus, please, for the love of God, check out your Jupiter, check out your Saturn, look at your Pluto and your North Node, understand your values, Jupiter, your Saturn, your obligations, your Pluto, which is your soul, and your North Node, which is your purpose. And just, you ever seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I'm sure you have. You're probably watching it right now with this in the background. But anyway, eating your snacks. You seen Charlie where he's like trying to map out the whole fucking thing. He's like a mad scientist. It's like, yeah, that's you doing your natal chart. Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, North Node. And then fuck around and look at your sun. And live life to the fullest. Have a good time. So Jupiter energy, it's about not, and this is, again, I've said this, I think I said this to goddamn Aries, the sign right before y'all, but it's like literally, don't be a hypocrite, okay? If you don't practice what you preach, you are a hypocrite, all right? And if you don't even understand the principles that you're practicing, you're actually confused. And if you are confused, stop trying to teach and lead other people, because blind can't lead the motherfucking blind. Or y'all could lead each other off the cliff. And who wants that shit, man? Not me. Y'all stay safe though. Anyway, Capricorn season is real, no nonsense. It's real fuck your feelings, but it's also saying, gang, truly like see yourself living in the world you want to live in. Oh yeah. You can build it, man. And some of y'all are like, ugh, I want to crash the fuck out. It's like, some of you guys like, oh my God, bro, I want to slap some of y'all kind of gently because it's like, wake up, Mr. West. Are you snoring in my class? Like, bruh, y'all build the vision, you get the imagination, and then you literally feel the feeling of it, and you're like, that's good enough. I'll keep going to the job I hate. I'll stay in this fucked up relationship that doesn't do me any good. I'll pretend my kids don't fucking hate me. It's not funny, y'all. It's really not fucking funny. Like, some of y'all know exactly what you want, but because you know it, you get enough gratification from the dream itself. You don't ever chase the dream. You never create the reality. Lazy as fuck, man. Failing in your real life, but you're winning in your dreams. It's escapism. It's bullshit. It's Pisces energy. And Saturn's reality checking you motherfuckers with Saturn in your 11th. I'm telling you. Some of you guys are not where you want to be, but you just lie to yourself every fucking day. Did you see Hode on the very top right of your spread? You have to be honest with yourself, literally, is what it's saying with the Taurus. Some of y'all are just addicted to your own bullshit. You got to get your head out of your own ass. I never said I was going to be nice to you when I did these readings, but I'm going to give it to you straight up. If that hurts, pretend like you told yourself that shit and take the message that empowers you and leave the rest. And don't choose to be a fucking weakling. It's a choice. And if you want to choose weakness, stop bitching about things that you create for yourself. God damn it. It's annoying as fuck, and nobody likes coming to your pity party. They're just waiting for you to shut up so they can get away from you. Anyway, I love y'all, man. And it's like, love is not lies. Also, you got to understand that shit. Love is not fucking lies. And catering to people's weakness can often be the worst fucking thing you do. And there's nuance there, man, because some people need help, but a lot of y'all don't need fucking help. You create the bullshit yourself. All right? And just be honest with yourself, man. Love yourself enough to create a life that you don't want to escape from. Okay? That's the message for Taurus. Love yourself enough where you can create a life you don't want to escape from. That's the loving message. Thank you for the cat. Appreciate it, Dylan. We're gonna round this off with Gemini, okay? This is the last spot in the wheel. We started with Cancer, now we go to Gemini. And this is baller. I love this shit because this is gonna put the full moon in the second house. And you guys know the moon loves the second house. We were just talking about Taurus energy. So I will say, guys, it's like, if you've been tracking this video, because I'm gonna repost this on my YouTube, so make sure you guys are subscribed who's watching it live right now. so you can watch all your signs, because I'm sure some of you missed yours. But subscribe to the YouTube, and like what you'll see about how this lunation cycle unfolds as we go through all the 12 houses, where, you know, the Cancer risings, they got this full moon in the first, so it's gonna put, you know, for the Aries rising, the moon right at home. And then for like the last people, Gemini, they get the moon exalted. There's something deeply magical about this. But let's be strong, and then let's get it. And I bet this moonstone pops out again, because it's done it the last 2 times. Probably gotta glue that shit down. There it went on the first one. Yup. This moonstone has been through some shit. If y'all want to donate moonstone to my GoFundMe, please do that. I'll have to make a GoFundMe. Some of y'all are watching me work out, waiting for that shit. It's like, why aren't you working out? You got the energy. I'm saying some of you, because I'm not trying to be too Aries, and I got eighth house Aries, so sometimes I sound like needlessly antagonistic, but like, I just want everybody to be better. And here's the thing, I want to really speak on this, man, because before I go to the next reading, let's talk about Hesed in reverse, because this came up for the last 2 fucking spreads. This was the problem with Taurus. This was the problem with Aries. Let me explain the fucking problem. The problem is self-righteousness, where it's my way because I'm me. Oh Lord. That doesn't work for anybody. That's where you create tyranny. That's where you create hypocrisy and bigotry and bullshit. So it's like I could elaborate and say, like, me telling able-bodied people to do push-ups is a pretty cool idea, but it's like, if you're a quadra-fucking-pelegic, shame on me for trying to tell you to do that shit. You know? If you like tore your rotator cuff, that's not the exercise for you. You feel me? Anyway, this is the last one. This is the full moon in the 2nd house, sun in the 8th. So the Geminis are going through interesting times right now. Deep, profound changes, pondering the mysteries, wondering what the hell are we doing here. The 8th house sun also says some of you guys may be working on investing right now, trying to get rich, trying to gain power. Really cool. So the 2nd house full moon, this is dope. This is about releasing your fears and insecurities concerning money, about value, about your self-worth. That's really awesome. So not only is this cycle setting you up to be better paid, but also to feel better about your motherfucking self, guys. Think about it. You could have all the money in the world, you could have all the fame in the world, all the love in the world, but if you don't like yourself, you're fucked. Spirit said, yeah, speak on that. Everybody could love you, but if you don't like you, you'll feel like a fraud. You'll reject that shit, man. You gotta love yourself. At the end of the day, you'll spend a lot of time with you. You might as well be loving on you. All right, ski. In the 2nd house also talks about what you're investing in. 2nd and the 8th. Where are you putting your seeds down? Are they growing fruit? Are they planting in good pastures? Good soil? Are they nutrient deficient? What the hell's going on? I do love how Saturn and Venus are in the 10th house for the Gemini people, which says it's about success right now for y'all. You building your life, building your dreams, and also you should be getting a lot more favor from your career. The public will probably be giving you a lot more support at this time. Let's look at the Pluto in the 2nd house. Be obsessed with your understanding right now. All right, be obsessed with the wisdom. Pluto in the 9th. and just be oriented towards security. Mars in the second. Be wisdom obsessed, be security oriented, okay? And the North Node is about to slide back into your 10th house, Gemini, also, which really is saying this next couple, I'd say like next couple years, it's really going to be focused on your career, about your legacy, what you leave behind. I'm grateful I've had the opportunity to read for so many people, because it's like, for some, just launching off, it is career. For some with the same energy, it's really about legacy. Like, you've been retired, but like, now what are you gonna set down for the world to receive from you? That's the matter now. What offering do you wanna give the world? And I will say, because that's Pisces energy in your 10th, some of you Geminis may disappear for a little bit. You may go on the path of the mystic. You may need a lot more solitude. This involvement with the world may be kind of indirect, where it seems like you're running the opposite way. This is like very 8 of Cups energy. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate that. Like running into the cave. But that's how you connect with spirit, whatever you gotta do. To me, I will say this about spiritual practices. You know, this is really funny. The Astro Dice, they're saying 10th house, South Node Pisces, which is really funny. Like I was just saying, the North Node is about to go into Pisces for you guys. So really, it's like Spirit's telling me that there's going to be a lot of adjusting right now, really in the next 18 months, because that's how long this node's transit a sign. And you're going to be confronting patterns of escape, times when you have run away from the problems, created more fucking problems. You have to confront addictions, self-sabotage, also just fears about the universe in general, like generalized uncomfort or discord that you have with the world, limiting beliefs. All that's going to have to be released. That'll lighten your load. I see Jupiter in the 1st for you guys too, so this might be a great time for a lot of you all. The luck is on your side. What I think is funny for some of the Jupiter, it's not like funny haha, it's kind of funny weird, but like some of you Gemini rising, you gain a lot of weight this year too. And I mean, shit, we'll all have Jupiter go into our 1st at one point, like once every 12 years. I can't wait for mine, man. I'm trying to bulk, you know. But anyway, let's see what these cards are talking about. So financial blockages, worry, that's what you need to really be confronting. Stop worrying so goddamn much, Gemini. And have a plan for success. Find a plan for wealth. Don't just leave this shit up to hope and chance and wondering. No, make investments in your future is what this is really saying. This is saying save your money, build an emergency fund, invest your money in the stock market. Invest it in a crypto, real estate, business. Diversify your portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Here's the idea, guys. Like, this is just crazy, and I'm not the first one to talk about this, but if you literally live below your means, aka you spend less than you make, and almost everybody can do that, and if you think you can't, you know, I will be compassionate and say that there are some people that are not able to work, but like almost anybody can do this. And can't is the most limiting thought in the world, most poor thought to think. Stop thinking that. You can do anything you put your mind to. Even if you were unable, like, I'm gonna double down on this shit. Even if you're unable to work, if you can receive my fucking message, man, you have no excuses, because you can use ChatGPT to make an internet business from your fucking fingertips. You can make $100 grand in a month if you really fucking wanted to. It's bullshit that people come up with to excuse their failures. It's insane. Anyway. Okay, had to let you know, but spend less than you make, pay yourself first so you have some money, and then invest that money. And if you can just do that, you'll be on the path to wealth and financial freedom. Is that simple? Are you disciplined enough is the actual question though, okay? And fuck the I can't. All the knowledge is there, but I don't know how. Well, Google it. How do I blink? YouTube it. How do I blink? If you want it enough, you'll do it. That's the simple truth about life, guys. If you want to, you will. I'm grateful to have the comments muted because I'm telling you guys, had I had them unmuted, I would have 50 questions at least. Will I get married to so-and-so? Will I be successful this year? It's like, why the fuck are you asking me about your will? That makes no sense in the world. Your will has nothing to do with me. If you want to, you will. And that's as far as it goes. I just want to know if I'll be successful. Bitch, decide to be successful. Fuck. I'm tired of hearing those fucking questions. So I'm gonna speak it from my motherfucking heart, dude. That's why my comments are muted. Some of y'all just have the most bullshit shit to say and it just interrupts the fuck out of me doing my job. And it's like, I hate complaining because it's wasted energy, but I'm just gonna keep it a buck, man, because I just want to talk about this now that I'm expressing one of my frustrations. It's like, as much as I can try to be psychically protected and grounded, it's like sometimes you actually have to set a fucking boundary, right? And I'm grateful for y'all who don't do that. I have a lot of you guys who have rocking me for the longest, and I try to give the benefit of the doubt. Some people just think that's how this works here because other readers will just answer everybody's stupid fucking questions for free. I don't do that shit. I don't. I respect my energy enough. Anyway, let's see what's up with y'all. And I've been speaking on it, man. Like, literally, I don't need the cards because this is an astrology reading, but let's do it anyway. Taurus energy. Taurus comes before Gemini. That's the truth. Anyway, Jupiter energy. You guys are lucky. You got Jupiter in the first fucking house. Let's go. Let's go. I was talking about this. Some of y'all are fat as fuck, and that's okay. You know, more, what do you say? I can't say it, you know, but some of y'all know exactly what I'm trying to, what I was thinking. But more, oh Lord, oh God, oh Lord, bad. Okay, let me lock the fucking before I tweak the fuck out. Oh, what he said, I like my girls BBW. Okay. Let me lock in. All right. I'm funny. I'm with you, like me. Anyway, we got Han Shazay Shonen in the future. Damn, isn't that card about healing the past? That's bullshit, man. So you tell me in the future we gotta heal the past, bruh? What kind of Back to the Future type shit is this? This some. What a gift, you know. We're not gonna complain. When you complain, you block your blessings. Plus, you become a living, breathing crap magnet. So let's stop complaining. We're working on it, man. He eat his own ass. Nom. In this broken ass cycle. There's a word for this, but I'm not sure what it's. Auto something. Anyway. What's up with the Geminis? What does this say? Eye of Horus. I think it's about releasing your fears. There's possessiveness in the past, like jealousy. The word is entitlement, really. I wish I had said that shit first, but this energy of entitlement is holding some of us back. Oh yeah, it's really like that. I deserve because I'm me. Ooh-wee. Well, actually, bitch. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So hey, what's your crown say? What's your higher self talking about? Have you called on your higher self lately? Have you asked your higher self for advice, Gemini? Because that's what this is talking about. And also what I'm seeing is like, this is a protection symbol. This is about healing the past. So it's like, some of you guys are closed off to love and good things and hyper defensive because of the shit you hold from your past. And that's neutral. That's not always good or bad. I just want to say that that's just a thing in itself, but this could play out in positive and negative ways. Truth be told, you know, you could be so defensive you block yourself from the love and the peace that you could receive. You know, and that's painful to really think about, where, especially if it's like a childhood trauma or some deep shit with your family, when you were the most vulnerable, you can even start to associate love with pain and peace with pain. Or you get so comfortable in chaos that you think that's the way life is supposed to be. You start feeling uncomfortable when things are peaceful. That's fucked up. You feel me? So I wish you guys peace, and also to feel peaceful in the peace, man. There's levels to this shit. Like, whoa, man. Whoa. That's deep, man. Y'all need some rest in your minds, Gemini. 100%. And use your mantras. Make sure you vibrate your voice. I do feel a lot of I feel a lot of blockages in the throat as I'm doing you guys reading. My energy's been shifting as I do every reading, and I just, in this Gemini reading, y'all need to adopt a mantra practice to clear out your energy. And it's like a TV with static, or a radio with static. If y'all use these mantras, it doesn't even matter what mantra. It could just be you could just be screaming in the car. Literally, I'm not even joking. That's funny, but it's real. It could be Om, it could be E, it could be it could be O, Om, Sham, Sham. Like, you could do the Gayatri mantra, any fucking mantra, like literally. But the thing is, this vibration will clear out your channel, and then your crown will give you download. Simply put, try it out. Don't believe me? Try it. Okay? And also what I'm getting with this, like, Saturn in your 10th, is that some of y'all are so wrapped up in your problems, you just need a paradigm adjustment. It's not even about strategy anymore. It's about take a step back from the picture and look at that shit a little bit differently, man. Change your perception of reality. Change the way you talk. Change the way you think. I've heard this said, I think this was an Einstein quote. I'm not 100% sure, but the idea is that a problem can't be solved on the same level of thinking that the problem is created on. Okay? So the mantra for y'all in English is, I am bigger than all my problems, and I can do anything I put my mind to. And you need to repeat this until you actually see this in your actual reality, that I can do anything I put my mind to, and I am bigger than my problems. Beyond that, I know that I'm bigger than my problems, and I know that I can do anything I put my mind to, and I love it. All right? All right. Let's keep going. I almost sneezed. I felt the bullshit leaving me, man. That negative energy. Sun in reverse, man. Y'all need to know who the fuck you are, Gemini, truly. So it's worth, I mean, I say this to everybody, man, but y'all need to understand your sun and identify yourself more positively. Because you might be a Gemini sun, you might be a Gemini rising, but take time to look at the unconscious parts of yourself too. When I look at sun in reverse, so fuck, you need to look at your Pluto too, your Saturn as well. You need to look at it all. And that sounds like an obligation to some, but it should actually sound like fun for you, because you get to know more about yourself. You get to know more about how dope you are, what makes you you. And knowledge is potentially powerful. Knowledge of self is priceless. The more you know about yourself, the more you can do in this world. The easier life becomes, because then you can play to your strengths, then you can understand your weakness and get consistency and develop and grow. And that's worth $1 million. That's worth $1 billion. That's worth all the fucking money in the world. When you actually be at peace with yourself, because you know yourself. All right? Some people go their whole lives without really knowing themselves or questioning themselves, which is crazy. So we got the hand of Fatima, and you need to know that you are protected on this path, Gemini. Like, I'm gonna talk about psychic protection. The universe is clearly protecting you if you're able to receive this message. You probably need to, no, fuck probably, I know what I'm talking about. Listen, we practice preventative maintenance so we don't end up a casualty of life, because the world is dangerous. And I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that everything's always gonna work out all the time, because it's not. Shit happens, man. Things beyond your control are gonna happen. And some of you guys with the Gemini energy, sun in your 8th, you're looking at the crises right now. You're like, I never fucking asked for this shit. I feel like I'm being punished. Some of y'all are being punished by the world or people or fucking idiots for no fucking reason, and it's senseless. Some of it is sensible, like it is something you did. Some of you it's not. But anyway, I digress. The point I'm trying to make is that you practice preventative maintenance. When you stay ready, you don't have to fucking get ready. Practice psychic protection. There's 3 points: banishings, offerings, and meditations. I'd really want to say meditation, banishing, and offerings. That's the priority. How do I do it? Google it. What is it? The book is, I have the book somewhere. Protection and Reversal Magic by Jason Miller. Read that fucking book. There's a million books on psychic protection, but I just gave you one of the best ones. Also, self-defense classes. Learn how to fight. Learn kickboxing, MMA. Shit, you can, if you just spend like 100 hours at something, you can actually get decent at it. And you can do that shit in like the span of a month or so. You know, a couple months. Learn how to shoot. Learn how to fight. Learn psychic protection. Then you aren't going to be walking around in this world like it's something to be afraid of. You'll be situationally aware. You'll be great. You'll be covered. You'll actually have the strength to protect other people too. All right? And that's the gift. Now we got Cancer energy. So truly, I'm a kind of, this is awesome because we're at the very end of the reading with Gemini. So it's like we're going full circle. Cancer is literally after Gemini. We already did Cancer. But the point is, gang, the moon in Cancer, this full moon in Cancer is all about getting in touch with yourself. The moon is deeply personal. This is the inner world. So everybody's going to have a different external world as a reflection of what the fuck is going on inside of them. And that's governed by the past and our actions and the causality of this world. So connection is direction, Gemini. Think about it this way, man. You could be successful without fulfillment, and that makes you a failure. So I don't wish that on you. Life is an emotional experience also. So live your life to the fullest, lean into joy. Plus, emotional memory might be the only thing you take after this life. I'm not encouraging you to pursue, unyielding hedonism. Indulge with restraint. But for the love of God, fucking indulge. Like, for real. And balance those damn chakras, man. What I'm getting from that is like, some of you guys are like gods and goddesses shining, and like you're about to blind me because it's like I need some of that shit that you're on, Gemini, because I can see that you found it. You found the fucking fountain, and you found the gifts, and you found the gold. So it's like some of y'all don't need this any advice, and this is just confirmation for you. But for some of y'all, you have blockages in your throat because your root chakra is blocked. All right, you can't live your truth or speak it because you don't feel safe in your life. All right. All right, so try not to think too motherfucking much, Gemini. Easier said than done, but that's the message I'm getting for y'all. Be the truth. You are the truth. Just be the truth, all right? Be confident in yourself, okay? What else we got? This is Jupiter Cancer in the 8th. Your emotions are a connection. That also intrinsically connects with your survival instinct, and that's going to lead you towards ultimate fulfillment. There has to be some control over these raw primal impulses, though, okay? So we can't just go like crazy. So I'm actually gonna do, I usually don't do this, but let's do it. Let's go for like one last thing. Let's go Cancer energy. Let's pull the Moon card out here. And then I wanna pull the Magician card out too. And it's like, hey man, I feel like I'll go full circle and speak on some of the things I said at the beginning, but let me tell you guys that what I'm gonna do after I pull these cards out, Magician plus the Moon, because the Moon is magic. The Moon governs the tides, the cycle of ebb and flow, wax and wane. So we're gonna get with the program, guys. And when you swim down the river with the current, you get a lot more done as opposed to trying to swim up the current, right? Because you're getting universal leverage with you. You're working with the universe as opposed to against it. Doesn't that sound powerful? It is powerful. So here's my idea. And I'm sure Spirit helped me contribute to this idea. I don't want to take full ownership because I'm sure I'm not the only person who does this. But anyway, you're going to take a piece of paper and a handy dandy pen, your favorite pen and your favorite paper. And you're going to take that pen and you're going to click it. And you're going to go, whoa, this is your sword. The pen is mightier than the sword. And what you're going to motherfucking do is you're going to write. I'm going to do it twice because it was so nice. Today, because this is the present energy. Today, I release. And you're going to make a motherfucking list. You're going to write down, and really in the spirit of the Cancer energy, this time you're going to write down at least 4 things. Maybe 4 is fine. You can write down as many things as you want, but a 4 is a powerful number, plus it corresponds to the moon sign right now. So I would do 4 things, man. And today I release, and I'm just going to speak from my fucking heart, okay? Okay, no, it's like I was trying to copy the list, but I'm just gonna tell you what's coming into my head. I'm releasing sorrow and anger. I'm making that one point. Those are just heavy emotions. I'm releasing the pains of betrayal, because I kind of find in life, especially with magic, being specific is really powerful. My first list said pains of the past. Like, these are way more specific. Sorrow and anger, pains of betrayal. financial instability. Oh yeah, bro. I got my heart. Oh my God, I might cry about this shit later. Financial instability and uncertainty. Because I'm sure somebody back home can relate to this. It's like, how exhausting is it to be upset, sad, and angry all the fucking time? Or be so hurt because people have stabbed you in the fucking back and betrayed you. Or to not know when your money's coming, or how much is gonna come, or if it's gonna be consistent. Like, that sucks. So I'm gonna get rid of this fucking shit. Okay, and this is my fourth one. Insecurity and lack of confidence. And you know what I'm gonna do? First, I wanna say, like, if you do this, this can be the spell, like, done. That's it. You could quite literally just write all this shit down and then just imagine yourself releasing it all. Make the intention to release it. Throw this bitch in the trash. Boom. You know, and then you're making it a conscious focus. You know, magic is the art of creating change internally and externally in conformity with the will. It's the art and the science, okay? So you have to be systematic, science. You have to literally take time to look at what you want to release and then take the necessary actions. But at the same time, you can be flexible and fluid with this and really have a great time with it as well. So magic can be very artful. And what I'm suggesting is that, you know, you could throw this in the trash. You could, you know, burn it in a cauldron. Like, let's say, for example, you were also trying to release pains of betrayal. Let's say your girlfriend cheated on you or something, or your boyfriend cheated on you, or husband took the kids, or some bullshit, you know? So it's like, let's say you also wanted to get rid of their old hoodies or whatever, and all their shit, the pictures or whatever. It's like, you could literally burn those pictures with the list. It's like, fuck yeah, I'm getting all this shit out of my life. You know, deleting your fucking pictures as well. Blocking your accounts, you know, boom, get the fuck out of my life. I released the fuck out of you. Boom. What I'm gonna do, because I'm a witch, because I'm a sorcerer, is I'm gonna open circle. I'm gonna draw down this motherfucking moon. And I'm burning my peace candle. And I'm calling on my spirit guides, the goddesses, gods. I'm invoking their energy. I'm taking on their spirits, and I am cursing these fucking spirits with raw primal power. Cursing my sorrow, cursing my anger, my pains of betrayal. I'm hexing and removing my financial instability, my uncertainty. I'm cursing my lack of confidence. You see what I'm saying? If you're brave, you'll try it out. But if not, hey, it's all good. It's your life, man. And what works for me doesn't have to work for you. Because we're not trying to be dogmatic or self-righteous. But hey, that's what I like to do. I did first time I did that shit in a ritual, man, oh my God, that was like the most powerful moon ritual. But anyway, just food for thought. Just wanted to share some with y'all. All right, little magician message for the world before we sign out. Saturn and Leo in the first house, man. It's all about self-mastery. That's the only form of success you're gonna find in this life, guys. Why? Because you create this life. At the end of the day, Malkuth. It's the bottom of the tree of life, gang. So it's really talking about discipline. Discipline. It's required for motherfucking everything. We got Aries energy. We got Libra in reverse. Or Aries in reverse, which is Libra. So this tells me, you know, the priority of this magic is peace. If you really think about it. If you're going to use spell work or witchcraft for anything, why would you do it? If the intention is not to create more peace and harmony in the world. But this is also the direct message, man, to use your magic to remove what disturbs you. All right? Especially when we're moving into the waning moon. 9 of 9 energy. That's the 9 of 9? Yeah. And this just is about release. All right? Or completion. Here we got the pentagram. So, hey, you might want to start with the lesser banishing. Or if you were, you know, trying to remove and incinerate these things, you might do the lesser banishing and then invoke the fire element. You know, you might even do the supreme, or the greater invoking rituals of like the moon to move these energies after you banish. You know, bro, think about it this way, or sis, think about it this way, man. You could literally do the banishing of the hexagram, the pentagram, the hexagram, and then invoke the corresponding pentagram of fire to burn, and then invoke Saturn hexagram to block, and then after you do this fucking working, invoke the water pentagram plus the moon hexagram, and then seal up this energy with peace. Am I making sense? Some of y'all, I lost y'all a minute ago, but anyway. Oh, fuck, this is amazing. Mercury in the second house. It says Gemini Mercury. Bro, magic is powerful. And there's so many ways to do it. Some of y'all need to read some books about magic and just learn. Because these magicians want you to learn. They don't want to die with all their ideas inside of their head. They want people to live and pick up the tradition. All right. So we got Halil, man. And this says, when it comes to the magic you're doing, the ways you're going to discipline yourself, just look at your life and see what needs to change. Simply put. Octagram in reverse says, beyond things that like irritate the fuck out of you, look at things that limit your power. This is 8 in reverse. And here we got Libra again. It's all about peace, gang. Truly. What things are interrupting you in your sovereignty? You deserve to be sovereign and supreme. I'm sorry if I'm the first to tell you that, man, but there's no value being a brick in someone else's fucking kingdom. Unless you like being a brick, and that's totally fucking cool. And I'm sorry if I just said you weren't valuable, because there is value there. I need to be better with my words. If that's what you like, more power to you. But hey, man, I want to rule my kingdom. I want to rule my kingdom. I don't want anybody to rule my fucking kingdom. I don't even want to rule anybody else's kingdom. I want to rule my own. That is what sovereignty means, right? Right. Anyway, I see, and the thing about magic, guys, what I'm getting from this is like, if you don't like change, magic is not for you. Magic's gonna stir some things up inside of you and outside of you, man. So it's like, if you are not ready for change, just leave, just stay on the porch and let the big dogs have fun, fuck around and find out and have fun. All right, Ski. Because freeing your heart, freeing your mind, this will actually have a direct effect on your spirit. And this is cool, man. I'm seeing if y'all just be disciplined and focused on your life, you're going to be very fucking rich and successful and very happy too, which is beautiful. And also, when you can get over these material blockages and the little interferences in front of you, you can actually hear the wisdom of your soul, which is a beautiful thing, man. That's what that sigil of Atlantis is talking about. Like the bornless one. Some of y'all, and it's like really, when I talk about past lives, that almost does nothing for you in this life, because fuck, your name is Greg or some shit. You know, your name is Tina. So it's like, what does that matter if you were Cleopatra? Everybody says that shit. Were we all Cleopatra? Probably. But anyway, my point is that like, there is a part of you that never took birth at all. And that's the part that you would do well to get in contact with, okay? Hey man, I'm gonna present this as non-dogmatic as possible, but you are the consciousness. So it's like, the question is, where is your consciousness centered? Is it in the physical body? Is it outside of your physical body? Or is it in the physical body? Or is it in the emotional body? Or is it in the mental body? Or is it in the soul? And I'm, again, trying not to be dogmatic, but the question, again, I guess then would be, which perspective would be more powerful? And I'll let you decide, okay? Hey, we got Neptune coming out, guys, and that's beautiful, you know? That to me says co-creation, or there is this collective consciousness that you're a part of, plus there is your power to create. Here we got that freaky ass Hesed in reverse again, guys, and that's really just saying, please understand the difference between a virtue and a vice, okay? And never think that you arrive just because you have some level of wisdom or consciousness, and you may see yourself as better than somebody. Nobody's better than anybody, all right? But at the same time, man, if we want to really get down to brass tacks, some people are stronger. You ever arm wrestled with somebody? One person wins and one person loses. They hardly ever get a truce. You feel me? So I really advocate against artificial separation, but, you know, the message with Hesed is be goddamn humble and be obedient to your higher self. Simply put. Let's get one more card for the magic. This says South Node in Aries in the 3rd house, man. And that's kind of interesting because we just had the North Node in Aries for like 18 months. And that's crazy, man. Wow. Okay, wow. Wow. It's about being honest with yourself, man. If you really look at this, Sacral in reverse, Mercury in reverse. Like, and also life should feel good. That's the last thing I'm getting, guys. Life should really feel good. If we do it right, it's gonna feel amazing. Like, we'll genuinely feel good just by living honestly, which is awesome. I see Hold in reverse, and that just says, please really commit to learning be a lifelong learner. Some people think they know every goddamn thing in the world, and these people are so lost, bro. It's not even me trying to insult them, even though that's the truth. People that think they know everything are actually lost. Not only that, they miss out on all the fucking joy. It sucks, man. You close your mind, you close your heart, you close off your growth. And that doesn't affect me any until these people try to invade my space with their tyranny, and I handle it swiftly and decisively. It is what it is. But like, bro, I just know these people, beyond them being confused and ignorant and hateful at times, it's like they could live a genuinely way more fulfilling and great feeling life. Anyway, the message I think is pretty clear. I'll break it down into 3 fucking words if you need me to simplify it. Remember, fire family. First of all, I love you. And second of all, you create your life. Blessed be, blessed we, times 3, times 3, times 3. Here's the 3 words. And you remember this shit. You tattoo this on your soul. Liberation, illumination, apotheosis. Because there's no free will without free thought. I love you guys. Take it easy.